Yes, we're doing it again.
Yep.
Doing what again?
The thing we're about to do.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as you know what we're doing.
I know what I'm doing. Do you know? Do
Yeah.
You know?
It's the thing we agreed on doing.
Yeah.
All right.
Would you rather not do it?
No, I'm good with it. That's fine.
Well, there we go.
Yeah. Welcome to the Staying on Topic podcast. Welcome back to the Staying on Topic podcast. My name is Ruben.
I'm Vic.
My name is John.
And if you couldn't tell by the cold open, we're doing the Would You Rather thing again. This is episode 2. Would You Rather 2, Electric Boogaloo. We didn't really have much to talk about. We were supposed to record last week. We didn't because our hard drive that we were using just completely
It went kaput.
Yeah, it took a poop on itself.
yeah.
Anyways, shit's fixed.
Yeah,
Stuff's fixed.
Stuff's fixed.
Wow.
Even though we're not going to censor that, but anyway,
Yeah.
stuff's fixed. We're all good. But unfortunately, we didn't find anything very interesting for us to talk about in terms of like stuff. And then we thought the stuff that we were going to talk about
Can wait till later.
can either wait till later or we're just going to push it so far. Because like spoiler alert, we were supposed to talk about Daredevil first impressions were supposed to happen last week. But now they're like almost halfway through the season. By the time this comes out, there'll be 5 episodes. I think it's like a 9-episode season.
Yeah.
We'll probably just wait until it's all
Till
out
the end,
to have a
give a whole
comprehensive
kinda-
review of the show.
Yeah. That's
And then I don't even remember what else. There was that, and like there was some other big thing.
there's some new stuff coming out with like I was actually going to bring that up if you want to.
Yeah, we can talk about it real quick.
The new Magic the Gathering sets for SpongeBob and Spider-Man.
That we were supposed to talk about that last week.
Now, don't get me wrong. I really like the cards for SpongeBob, and I really like the cards for Spider-Man. So just, I'll just take like 5 seconds. I'll pop them up here on the bottom of the screen because they look really cool.
Okay, so we have differing opinions.
I don't know.
Here's the thing: the Spider-Man ones are cool. The SpongeBob ones.
Well, we know why you like Spider-Man.
I like the SpongeBob ones. I'm kind of iffy. I like Spider-Man, but the rest of them are kind of mid. They're kind of
No, because here's the SpongeBob ones. They just took JPEGs from the show.
100%.
I get why they did that, but I think it makes the cards look a little cheap. That's just me.
True.
Have you seen the cards, Vic?
I've seen.
Oh my god,
two
that
main
is
ones.
so hilarious.
I haven't seen all the other ones.
Oh, here. Let me. While we're doing this, I'll just show Vic real quick. It was just a little bit of.
Yeah, we'll pop it up for Vic and specifically
just-
for Vic. You guys already saw it.
Yeah,
John
you already
probably put
saw
them
it.
somewhere right
Whatever,
here.
that's fine.
Yeah, but anyway, I don't know. I saw them and like I also saw a bunch of people complaining about it too, being like, "This is what we got for the SpongeBob thing." Like,
Oh, a lot of people complain about it because they
Yeah.
were like, let's look like here's counterspell, Vic. Counter. So days. The islands and the swamps are cool. Plains.
I don't know why people are complaining. That's great.
Yeah. Food. Mountain.
I love that.
So, anyways,
I don't know.
but here's the Spider-Man ones. Okay, so the Spider-Man ones do look kind of cool. They are kind of cool.
well, yeah, because they all go together. That's what makes them cool.
Yeah.
Whereas, like I said, the
They make a
SpongeBob,
whole-
the
they make a
SpongeBob,
whole little
the
montage,
SpongeBob thing is just JPEG. Like,
Yeah,
it's just JPEGs, dude.
I mean, come on.
Look,
what do you expect?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. The people that are gonna buy those cards, they probably don't care.
Yeah.
But I think the
100%. Yeah,
the people who actually play the game
do not care at all.
it kind of looks kind of silly and kind of cheap. So I get where like maybe the collector or the player.
You're saying something SpongeBob related is silly?
I don't know if it's silly. It just I don't know what I was expecting, but I think I was expecting more than what was given. Is what I'm saying.
I get you.
Okay.
Because
I totally understand.
because
I get it.
what they did seems like the simplest things they could have, like the thing that they could have done.
Sure.
And okay, I guess, but like I don't know, maybe you could have put a little bit more effort.
It could also have been on because Nickelodeon still owns SpongeBob, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have also just been
Yeah.
on there, and it's like, well, we don't want you making art for
That's
ourselves,
true.
so use
Maybe.
these.
I don't know.
That's true.
I don't think anybody's gonna be satisfied. I'm sure there's people who are gonna buy
The
this set.
planes, they actually did art for the planes. They made it in the SpongeBob style, but everything else does look like JPEG. Just look like screenshots they took from. Yeah, I get it. I understand. But anyways, it's kind of cool having new stuff in Magic. I play Magic. It's fun.
Yeah, to be
Get to use new
fair,
cards.
I'm
It's
not
fun.
buying these cards, so it doesn't matter to
Oh,
me.
yeah.
So like
Yeah.
because this also goes back to a topic that we talked about a while ago. It might have been one of the first episodes we ever did. Like, do these like secret lair sets? Are there too many of them? Like, does it devalue that stuff? Because like we were talking, because like the SpongeBob one just got announced. They're doing the Spider-Man. They did Final Fantasy. The Hatsune Miku, the Jurassic
Well, I
Parks.
think, but some of them are secret lair. Some of them are not secret lair. Some of them are Universes Beyond, which are still playable. And
I know, but like
So-
besides that, like, are these collabs like devaluing.
No, because sometimes like they're not playable in the other. They're just more of a collecting thing. So it's just like, oh, it's kind of cool. I see what you mean though. Are they doing too many?
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like you look at making these cards, right? You make these cards, and I for me at least, you know, besides the collectible aspect of these cards, I feel like the main thing you should be doing with these cards is having some sort of viable playability. So that maybe somebody who is really into Final Fantasy picks up whatever, you know, Final Fantasy character card, and they're like, oh, well, maybe now I'll play a deck, right?
Yeah.
But most of the time, they're just cool shiny cardboard, and they don't do anything, or the things that they do aren't worth picking up a different card instead. So that's where I'm trying to come from, where it's like, are we just making these cards for the sake of making the card?
Well, don't they all just do the same thing anyways?
I have no idea.
Well, no. Whenever you have the decks like Final Fantasy and like the Lord of the Rings, you know, when you have commander sets, when you have stuff that you can actually play in other, you know, formats or whatever, they have cards that are viable, and especially if you're playing it with a lot of those cards in, and you're adding some other cards into it, so you know different types of stuff to play with. Like they have a new dragon set coming out, which is going to be like really good for the Tiamat and other, you know, they're really overpowered dragons and stuff, and just like it just adds to it, you know. But most of those are unique, especially like the commanders and the legendary creatures and all those things. Granted, and then they make stuff like the SpongeBob, which has counterspell, and it's a picture of SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Because like I said, like what I'm saying is like, are any, like, I'm sure there's gonna be some people who use these cards.
Yeah, there's gonna be some
But
people.
like-
Some people, yeah, no,
But that's because, like, you know, some of them are so basic, like counterspell.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
they're so basic. It's like, oh, you probably could just throw it. Like, if you have a counterspell in your deck, you could just
You just
chuck
switch
in
it
this,
out. Yeah,
just chuck in this random
Yeah.
SpongeBob one. But like, you know, if you want people, I think if you want people to actually start playing the game, and granted, Magic is one of the most popular, you know, trading card games out there. You know, it's like, you know, the big three, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Magic, you know. But I feel like there's a lot of people who just play Commander. Like, I feel like that's like the big thing. I mean, obviously, there's like the other one, like the ones when they do like actual, like for the championships and stuff like that.
Yes, yeah.
You know, they play like Standard and stuff.
No, yeah, most people online or on YouTube are playing Commander.
Yeah.
they're-
So like, you would think that they would make these products to get people to play the cards, you know.
yeah.
So like that's where I'm trying to come from. It's like,
Well, that's why they do most sets with, you know, bringing out the Commander decks and the Commander sets, and
But-
so I get you.
anyway,
Yeah.
that's a much larger topic that we probably don't have the time to get into.
Oh yeah,
for right now.
that's fine. I think there's a couple other little things if y'all don't want
No, we can just run through them real quick.
to. The new Pokemon's having a first ever Latin America set, all in Spanish,
Cool.
and I think that's kind of cool. You know, just to see some
Man,
new
let's
cards
go
out
to
there
all
and
my
see-
Spanish
yeah,
people
see.
friends out there.
There was a new set. Well, all the new sets are coming out right this month, March and April.
Well, I believe at the time of this recording, Journey Together comes out
Yes.
on Friday. And good luck is what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna let you know right now,
Yeah.
we ain't getting anything.
Yeah. Tried to order, couldn't get in.
We ain't getting nothing.
Ain't happening.
So we're
Um,
lucky we have any.
Then-
We're lucky we have the cards we have now.
I think Team Rocket comes out next month, April 28th. I don't know if we're probably going to get any of those either.
I don't. Does Team Rocket come out that soon?
April 27th, yeah.
Are you sure that's not the Japanese release?
Was
it- I think-
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Japan's release is April 18th.
Yeah, I was gonna say
My bad.
ours is not
ours
for
is
like-
going to be further down. My bad.
Yeah, ours is
Okay,
gonna be
okay.
further down.
I think that was
But shoot, we might have to get the Japanese cards.
Yeah.
we can get our hands on
Um,
something.
new. Like I said, just browsing the internet, trying to check for some news. New live action Power Rangers, right? By
Yeah,
Disney?
yeah. I forgot. I completely forgot about that. And I'm a huge Power Rangers fan.
Wow.
I am optimistic.
Me too.
I-
I'm hopeful.
I
Did you see the cast?
don't think there's a cast list yet.
Yeah, they already have the cast list for it.
John, there's no shot there's a cast list.
No, I'm serious. It was online.
John, you can't believe everything you see online.
Yeah. I gotta show you this.
There's no
I
shot.
could've
There's no
swore
shot that they
there's
just
a cast
because I don't
list.
even think Disney Plus has announced anything. So there's no way that they already have a cast for this show yet.
Let me see. I could have swore, unless I got trolled and
John probably got trolled.
My
is what-
my
John-
bad. Sorry. Let's see here. I could have swore I saw a cast list. Checking real quick. I'll have to come back to it.
I'm gonna chalk it up
I'll
to
see you
John.
later.
John
Yeah,
got trolled.
I'll have to look at it a little bit later because
Yeah, you got bamboozled.
I could have
my dude.
swore.
I know.
saw
I
a
know.
cast
I think
list.
that the writers and directors got announced, which are it's the same people who did the Percy Jackson series on Disney Plus.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Which is why I'm like
Yeah, should
optimistic
be good.
about it because
Should
like
be good.
What's the new Power Rangers thing called?
it's just literally.
It's just
I don't even think it has a name. I think they're just gonna call it Power Rangers.
No.
Wow.
Like I said, this just got announced. I don't even think Disney has come out and said, "Hey, we're doing it," or I don't even know if Hasbro has made an official statement saying that they're doing it. This is just kind of like one of those things where it's like, "Hey, this is what's
Yeah.
happening."
And I think they're like doing it's a reboot, right?
I think it's
I think they're trying to.
yeah, they're
reboot
trying to
it or
reboot or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So.
But this is this. So Disney isn't making the show. Hasbro's making the show. Disney's just distributing it.
Oh, and they're bringing back VR Troopers. They're bringing a series.
Gross. VR Troopers.
Wow.
Yeah, they're gonna have a
Why?
spinoff on Disney Plus.
That's so dumb.
I was like,
that's like,
oh wow.
I wasn't a big.
I remember
I'm not,
watching that when I
I'm
was
not
younger.
I'm not a VR Troopers fan. Like
I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
I mean,
don't know,
if you're a
maybe
VR,
do it
here's the
well.
thing. If you're a VR Troopers fan, cool. I'm not. So
Anyways, that was my little bit of news. Kind of looked up.
yeah,
See
I don't.
what was coming out this week.
When you look at because I'm a huge fan, right? And I talked about this a little bit in the first episode 0, or is episode 0 episode 1, when I talked about the state of Power Rangers and like how it was going to go and everything. Because I did see some people with a really stupid take. I shouldn't say stupid because like I'm sure they believe it, but like I just thought it was dumb because it goes back to the sentiment I'd made in that video, which was if it doesn't have the Japanese Sentai footage, then it's not Power Rangers. And my rebuttal to stuff like that is, if you want Power Rangers to stay the same always, it's never going to grow into what the Ninja Turtles have, to what Transformers have. It's always going to be this niche little thing that was really big in the 90s. And if you want it to grow, you got to do something better with it. You got to make it more...
You got to change up the...
Yeah, because you can't do the teenagers with attitude thing forever. Like, I really like the 2017 movie. Some people do and some people don't. It's very divided, I feel like, within the fandom. I really like it because I think it's a much more mature take on the Power Rangers. They actually felt like they had teenage angst. They all had their individual problems that they were going through, but they all, in the end, come together to realize, hey, we're stronger together type of thing. It's a really nice message, really nice story. But it didn't do well at the box office, so they were like, well, I guess we're not going to make the sequel. And I was really mad about that because at the very end of that movie, spoilers, they teased Tommy, and it never fucking happened.
Yeah, and it was good. It was good.
It's a good movie. If you haven't seen it, it's worth the watch. But another thing that was the problem with that was like people were like, oh, were they not Power Rangers in that long in the movie? I'm like, well, yeah, that's the freaking point of the movie.
Yeah, they're
learning how to become the Power Rangers that they're supposed to be. So like, yeah,
and then they never did anything with it.
Yeah, it's whatever. I don't know. I don't care. So that's why I say I'm optimistic about this show. All I want it to be is good. Honestly, they could do whatever they want. You can make one of the things that everybody was really pushing for within the last few years was like a female Red Ranger. She could be red. She could be. The Red Ranger could be a boy, a girl, trans. I honestly do not care.
Yeah.
As long as the show's good. Like, I just want the show to be good. I want the show to succeed. That's all I want. You can do whatever you want with it, as long as it doesn't feel like it's breaking too much canon.
If it succeeds, then they'll make more of it. I mean,
Yeah.
Maybe hopefully better stuff and good stuff. That we can watch for many more years to come.
Because again, I look at the stuff that Hasbro owns. They own like G.I. Joe and Transformers, and they put so much stock into that. Yeah. Even though like a lot of people would say like the live action Transformers movies, there's only like a handful of them that are actually good. Yeah. But they draw a ton of money.
But they keep making them. So people keep watching them.
They keep making them. People keep buying the toys. You know.
Yep.
G.I. Joe. I to this day I still don't know why G.I. Joe is as big as it is. I don't understand.
It's back that's when I was a kid.
Yeah. But like I don't get it.
I've watched every movie. It's been great. Love
but like stuff like that, like, and then the easiest thing to compare it to is like the Ninja Turtles, right?
Yeah,
Ninja Turtles were big. Like the show was really big in the 80s. Power Rangers was really big in the 90s.
Yeah,
but like the dichotomy of the two is so like vast. You see all the stuff that they've done with the Ninja Turtles. They just had the most recent animated movie. Yeah, with a stacked cast. There was a ton of people in that movie, and it's like when you look at Power Rangers, I'm like, well, I want that for them.
Yeah,
I
the
want
amount
them
of games they've made, the amount of like stuff that work that they put into it. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like I want them to succeed, and I'm hoping that this show is what's gonna do it for them. Yeah, I don't think it has a release date. I'm sure it'll be like either 2026, maybe 2027, depending on how. It also depends on what they're doing, because like it just weirdly says live action show, which is weird because Power Rangers has always been live action, so I don't know why they have to rebuttal live action show. But like we don't know if it's gonna be something completely new or if they want to do like what the kids show was, but like maybe have their own take on it. I would like it to be like a little bit more mature. I'm not saying you have to like have blood and guts and gore and all that, but like something to like the CW Arrowverse shows. Something that's a little bit gritty, but it's not like overbearing. Something that's mature enough. I think that's what the show should be. Like easy enough for kids to understand and get, but like it doesn't neglect the older fans who have that nostalgia for the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my piece on that.
Yeah.
I just hope it's good.
Yeah. Same.
So I guess with that we'll just start the segment. Unless you had something else to do.
No, there was a little bit of wrestling stuff, but it was.
Oh, but we can talk about that, John. I'll talk about wrestling.
Yeah, I know. I mean, this is news to me. Might have been last week. I think it was last Monday. They're going to be a triple threat, right, for CM Punk, Seth Rollins.
Yeah, that was announced on Friday.
Was it Friday?
Yeah, it was on Friday.
Oh, Friday. Okay.
It was on SmackDown.
For some reason, I thought it was Wednesday, Thursday.
No, it was SmackDown.
SmackDown. Right?
I'll be real honest. I was very underwhelmed.
Yeah.
Because they
was expected, sort of.
Yeah, because it was Roman Reigns in the ring, and he like says his spiel, and then Seth Rollins comes out and says his spiel, and it makes it seem like they're gonna just fight each other. Yeah. And then CM Punk comes out and he says his thing, and then they kind of just brawl, and then they all point at the WrestleMania sign.
Yeah.
At different points in the time, and I'm just like, And then like I think they just announced the match on like Twitter.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
that's where I was like,
yeah, I was just like, okay. I was like, I mean, here's the thing. This was like the inevitable conclusion of where we were gonna go, but like, it's kind of underwhelming.
Yeah.
Like these are probably the 3 biggest stars in the company, and they kind of just have this like brawl.
Yeah.
And then they just announce it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like,
I understand it's supposed to be this like feud thing, right? It's been building, but it's just like I didn't get. I was very underwhelmed. I was underwhelmed because of all the building that's been happening since I've gotten back into it. Gotten back in and everything. It's like you're having them build like mess with other people as well, and it's just like, why are you not building upon these 3 people instead of like adding extra stuff along? Last week CM, what was it last week? Who did he fight in Belfast? Was that was Gunther, CM Punk?
Oh God,
it was in Raw or like in the week. Anyways, whatever. I don't know. I've been watching a lot of clips, a lot of wrestling. I'm getting it all mixed up within each other. I told Ruben the other day. Sometimes I'm seeing stuff now and I'm like, oh, this is cool. I want to talk to Ruben about it. And then I'm like, I look at the date and it's like, oh, this has happened in 2022. Never mind. Okay. Never mind. So, trying to keep all my wrestling stuff together is kind of weird, but, yeah, I was kind of underwhelmed too.
Well, you also like confided in me. It was like you didn't you just like, I know I talked about it at one point, but you're starting to realize just how much stuff there is to watch.
Yeah.
Yes, dude, because it's like, oh my God, AEW and this and that, and then TNA. And then I was like, oh my God, I don't know which is which. And then NXT, because like some of the matches there are pretty good. And it's like I don't know.
That's why
sometimes what I'm watching.
That's why I always praise wrestling, because there's literally something for everybody.
Yeah,
there's always something on at some point during the week for somebody.
And what it is seeing the different names like Collision or whatever in AEW, how they have different titles for everything.
Yeah.
And it's just like, when is this happening? What day is this on? What's going on? I don't know if the characters, I don't know if they're, here, there, or whatever. So whatever.
Yeah, well, that's there's lore to Collision. Which
yeah.
I'll explain to you off camera. But like,
no, that's
but I guess to talk, again, that CM Punk Roman Rollins thing. Right now, it's underwhelming. Here's the thing: it can pick up. I know that they can get people excited for the match, because there's always that. And Punk alluded it to in his promo. He's like, "Hey, Paul, you still owe me that favor."
Yeah,
So that's going to be the thing that's going to tease.
That's gonna be something.
There's something there. So I know that they can build to have something really awesome to do.
Yeah,
because they're probably going to be the night one main event, more than likely.
Oh yeah.
Like, I would probably put them at, because like again, they're the 3 biggest stars in the company. Besides Cody, but Cody's going to be the night 2 main event against Cena.
You think he's going to be night 2?
Yeah, Cena and Cody is going to be night 2 for WrestleMania, 100%. But Punk, Rollins, and Reigns will probably be the night 1 WrestleMania main event. I'm not going to put like hard money on that, but that's probably what's going to happen. I doubt they're going to give it to Jey Uso. And also, like, here's I'm going to just call people out real quick. I get why people are a little bit upsetty with Jey Uso at the moment for what happened on this past Raw,
a little bit,
where he botched the dive outside and then he did a spear that looked like a crossbody. I'm not going to defend him, but some people have off nights sometimes. He's in, I think somewhere in Germany, the crowd in Europe and stuff like that, they're real hot. They were loud the entire night, but like at the same time, you're a professional. You got to know how to do these things. And I also am of the opinion the match probably shouldn't have happened, because Jay's fighting for the World Heavyweight Championship, and it was a match against, I think, Austin Theory. Austin Theory is so far below him. Like, no offense to Austin Theory, he fell off like the pedestal of where he was at, which wasn't very high to begin with. So I don't know. Like I don't think the match should have happened. Apparently the match was supposed to be longer than it was. Apparently it got cut for time, probably because Cena's promo went on for a while. But yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not gonna blame him, but I'm also not gonna like do anything. Is that really a?
Yeah, it wasn't really. It wasn't that bad.
Well,
He just dove. He dove over the ropes. He didn't make it all the way over. So it kind of.
Yeah, he kind of got caught on the rope with his feet.
Yeah. I was gonna show you, but I couldn't find it real quick. It's fine. Yeah.
Well,
I'm
sure WWE didn't even upload it. They probably edited it out.
No, yeah, it's all over TikTok.
Yeah.
I'll show
But
you.
anyway, yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing. After
Whatever.
here's the thing. After the Elimination Chamber, my hype for WrestleMania was like up here.
Yeah.
I think
gone down?
I think it's like a little, not a whole lot. Because here's the thing: we have like I think what four-ish weeks. It's the 12th and the 13th of April. That's like 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah, three weeks, 4-ish. You know.
No, exactly 3 weeks.
No,
from now.
exactly 3.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got 3 weeks to fix
Yeah.
this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, you know.
Yeah. And of course, there's going to be a lot of other matches too that should be good. Hopefully.
So anyway,
Yeah.
just a little bit down from where it was, but
Could go up.
it's probably gonna go up. Here's the thing: by the time WrestleMania rolls around, I'm probably gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I'm so ready for all of this. Let's go." You know.
Yeah.
Brother, let's go.
But yeah. Anyway, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Because I keep going on forever. Anyway, yeah, let's finally start the segment.
Yeah.
Would you rather 2 Electric Boogaloo?
Would you rather?
If you haven't seen our first episode doing this, go and watch that. We thought it was a little bit fun.
Yeah, it was fun. That's why we're doing it again.
I
We wouldn't
know.
do it if we didn't think it was fun. So
Yeah. So John has prepared us a list of would you rather scenarios. We're just gonna pick which ones that we think would be really, which one we would pick. Have a little bit of discussion if it warrants some discussion. If we all agree, we'll just talk about how we agree. If we don't, then we'll just go from there. But anyway, I guess John hit us with the first one.
yeah, today we're going a little bit of we have variety today. Variety today.
Variety.
A little bit of games, a little bit of wrestling, a little bit of anime, a little bit of real life stuff, a little bit of we'll see. We got a lot of stuff to go through.
Yeah, all the Jeopardy topics.
So I know, yeah. Boop, 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 boop. No, so first one. Would you rather? We're starting off with the anime type. Would you rather get trapped in an ultra realistic VR RPG, or get isekai'd into your favorite anime?
Can you read that again?
Would you rather get trapped in an ultra realistic VR RPG? So you're in a VR, right? Say you're laying down, you're still there, you're not actually physically in the game, but say you get trapped in there, right? And your body's, kind of a la Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
Or you get actually isekai'd, like you get transported into your favorite anime. Whatever it is. Doesn't matter what. Doesn't have to be a fantasy. It can be-
Question: if we die in the game, do we die for real?
That's a good question. I was gonna ask that. Like, are we just in the VR?
No, you would just be in the VR.
Is it SAO
You're
rules
stuck
or
in
Log Horizon rules?
You're stuck in the VR until it would be sort of Log Horizon.
Log Horizon rules?
So if you die in there, you can come back to life if they have it. If they have it.
I got my answer.
Okay.
I got it.
So
I actually don't know. It's kind of hard. Like, I could be swayed, but I'm just gonna pick this one.
you can write either VR or transported isekai'd, whatever.
I was just gonna put A or B.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
Well, I
Yeah,
already
that's
erased it,
that's
so-
even better. Okay, cool. I'll go with let's see. Okay, cool. I got mine.
All right. I also got mine. Waiting on Vic.
Oh, I was drawing a VR set.
Well, Vic, I guess we know what he picked. So 3, 2, 1. I put transported.
I put transported.
I
B.
put Arpegia.
So you're going into the A.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Why is that?
Oh wait, I picked. I picked the wrong one.
So you wanted to
going
go
into the
VR?
game.
Yeah, I'm going into the VR.
Oh,
My bad.
okay. No, I'm going isekai. I'm going full out isekai.
Oh, absolutely.
Transport my entire being.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely not, dude. I don't have a favorite anime, but most of them are pretty deadly, man. Like, if I get transported into like Attack on Titan, dude, I'm dead.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Well, I would.
If I get transported-
exactly.
all of my top 10 anime are all. I would not live there. I just
Oh, yeah,
I
dude.
don't have a pen.
Dude, if I have to go inside like Walmaria, like I'm dead.
No.
No shot. I'm living. Like,
Oh,
dude, if I get
see,
sent,
I'm one of the sheep living inside the walls. I'm like, you guys go out there. I'm good in here.
nah, bro, with my hair color, dude, if I get sucked into the 86 world, dude, I'm fighting
Oh,
the front
yeah,
line, dude. Like,
Yep.
bro, I'm dead, literally. Like, I'm literally dead, dude.
Well, you
Like,
get to pick your anime. That's not just
Yeah, but they're all equally like,
Yeah.
oh.
yeah, bro. Like, if I get,
Got you.
dude, if I got isekai into Vinland Saga, dude, I'm dead. I'm decapitated. Like, you said favorite. That's the
Okay.
thing. Like, these,
Yeah,
those are some of my favorite
Favorite,
animes,
yeah.
and I would
I have a lot of
die
favorites, so
instantly.
you-
Unless I'm Thorfinn, dude, in Vinland Saga, I'm dead.
No, even then, it's like,
Yeah,
no, I don't want to
even
live
then
his
you can
life.
die.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, dude, Thorfinn, Thorfinn. Spoiler, he's been through it. Like,
He's been through it.
that's why it's
I
my favorite anime,
I
dude.
know.
Like, it's like, oh man, such a good. Read the manga, watch the anime. So good. All right, next
All right.
question.
All right, so here's a little bit of a long one. Would you rather have the ability to respawn to the age of 5 after dying every time you die, whether you die at 6 years old, 100 years old, 5 years old, 30 years old, or have immortality while still being able to be injured?
Oh.
Not gonna lie, both of those kind of suck.
Yeah, they both suck.
Well, those are kind of, what do you mean? Those are kind of cool.
Yeah, John. Here's the thing. John has this weird thing about wanting to live forever, and
I'm very, I am very, I have problems.
now wait. So for B, do we still age?
You can still be injured.
No. You don't age. You're immortal. You will live forever. So say you're stuck at your current age right now, 25 years old. Okay.
What was
Oh,
he doing
and-
at 5 years
And
old?
Wait. Question.
When you die and go back to 5 years old, you keep your memories.
Oh, okay. See that? Okay, so that because I was gonna ask if our memories reset because like, and I'll get to it when we
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah.
But I have my answer.
Okay. You ready?
Yep.
Are you still going? You're good. Okay. I saw you drawing. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I said B.
I said B.
5-year-old.
I was debating it. That might be fun because
Yeah.
learning over and over and over again.
And plus,
Yeah.
I mean, you can do literally whatever you want, and as soon as you die, you can just reset.
Reset.
You're just like, cool, I know it. You turn. The unfortunate
This is
part
a question. This is a question. I would go with either,
You go with.
but I'm like, you know
Yeah.
what? I
Here's the thing.
I could stay injury free.
Here's the thing. I think both options suck. I wouldn't want to do either. Like if I'm being real honest. Like,
No.
Like I don't know. This might be weird. I'm totally okay with death. Like it's like once it happens, like once it happens, I don't care when it happens. I'm totally cool with it. I've come to peace with it. I would hate to live forever. Like
Really?
that just sounds the worst.
Oh my god, that sounds
Especially if you
Dude,
can like.
no, because you have to watch and see people that you make a relationship with die, and you're just there.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
a free run situation.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
Didn't you
I
get
w-
to make new memories
I-
with new people?
I was just
I don't
thinking,
know, I don't
like,
know.
if
Yeah, but you're not forgetting the other people.
No,
Anyway.
you keep them in your memories. Yeah,
I was thinking completely different. I was like, yo, if somebody found out, they would definitely capture you, open you up, and then you can't die.
Now here's
Just
the
be like,
thing.
oh, cool, an undying
okay.
test subject.
You
cool,
know what?
let's
No,
do a
now,
lot of
now here's
stuff.
the thing.
That's a good idea.
Here's the thing for the one where we go back to being 5. If my memories reset, I probably would have picked that. Because then I can experience things for the first time, dude. 2005 Power Rangers SPD came out. That's my favorite. That's my favorite Power Ranger show.
But then you can make money.
I guess
You can be like, hey, I bet this is gonna happen.
yeah, but I was a 5. Like I got a while
you
before I can start doing stuff.
You can be like, I can see the future.
Damn, dude, that's so Raven, dude.
Yeah. I got that. That's cool. I didn't even think about that though. That's
Yeah, but I was just I don't know. For me, I wouldn't pick either. But like that's
Wait,
just me.
what year would it be if you were 5?
It's 2005.
2005. Oh,
I mean, if I just turned 5, it's 2004. It's like the end of 2004. But if I'm like fully living to like at 5, it's 2005.
mine would be an 83. That's why I picked Immortal.
you can.
Yeah, no, we're good. 80s were. Ugh. 80s were actually okay. 80s and 90s were not
80s
bad.
and 90s are not bad. Cool.
I wouldn't want to have to live through this. This.
Yeah, but then you can make
last
different
10 years
choices.
Yeah, will it change how the current? So I'm thinking.
Well, I mean,
about-
it's not like you're gonna change the whole
That's
world,
true.
right? You can just
Yeah,
change your
yeah,
personal,
yeah.
like, I did this.
Just buy some Apple stock.
Yeah, and then hey, if you ever mess up, you can just kill yourself and restart.
And just restart, right?
Yeah, it's morbid, but
Yep.
All right, next question.
All right. Would you rather be able to use alchemy like in Full Metal Alchemist
ooh,
or control chakra like in Naruto? Now it depends if you've seen either of those. I don't know if either of you have seen both of those. Or
If,
either of those. Oh my
if,
goodness.
If you know how both systems work, one is obviously.
Yeah.
Well, alchemy is like magic, right?
Being able to create stuff from something else.
You would,
Okay. Then here's the
You
thing.
would
Because I've never seen them. Explain both to me right now.
Okay.
Okay. I thought you had seen Full Metal. My bad.
Full Metal Alchemist is. It's basically like magic, but you need to know science to make it work. Like you would need to know like how molecules, how things change. from
We're
one thing
going
to
into
another.
this saying that you would know how to do it. So
Okay.
would you be like?
So I already have the knowledge to do
yes,
these things.
both of those. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Sure.
you get to create things from other things. Creating a staff out of pulling it out of the stone.
Law of
using-
equivalent exchange. One thing has to come from another thing.
Yeah,
so
you have to make something from
you
something.
can't make like a whole house and then not expect the ground to then start like not crumbling, but start indenting because it needs to come from somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now explain the chakra thing.
It's a mix of physical and spiritual energy that
That
lets
is
you
inside of you.
enhance yourself
Yeah.
and do weird, crazy ninja magic, like
Letting you
control
use
fire,
abilities, letting you
water,
be faster,
earth,
letting you do
all that
control
stuff. Mind
elements,
stuff.
like that.
You know.
All right. I think
Yeah.
I have my answer.
I tried to pick the base anime that everybody would know, so that's why some of
Yeah.
these. Yeah,
Fair.
I got you, buddy.
No, it's the same reason why I don't want to watch One Piece. There's too many episodes for Naruto.
But there's not that many. Like half of them are filler. There are literally websites that cut off all the filler, and it's like, oh, cool 300.
That's still a lot, Vic.
Still
Like 300 is still a lot.
Still a lot.
For Full Metal, Full Metal's at 300.
No, Full
Oh,
Metal's
yeah.
like what, 60?
Yeah.
Full Metal's one of those ones that like everybody recommends, and like I think I tried to start it, and then I just didn't do it. Not that I didn't like it, I just keep forgetting.
Nah. If you do watch Brotherhood, it's easier to get through.
Yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
what the author wanted and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when they were making the original, they didn't. This stuff wasn't finished.
No, I said, are you ready?
Oh.
Yeah, no, I know that.
Damn, he was just trying to tell you
Yeah.
something. All right, 3, 2, 1.
3 to 1.
Said
1, 2,
B.
3. Man, you cannot see my A, but yeah.
I put a guy using chakra.
There you go. Nice.
I don't know. The chakra one just sounded cooler. Like
Yeah,
It does sound cool. But I'd like
It's-
to be able to create things
it's
from...
it's one of those things where alchemy is like more it's more useful for like everyday kind of things. Like
Granted,
I want
if you have,
I
have
wanna
a certain
fix
amount
this.
of chakra, you can create things too. So
yeah,
depending
but
on what kind of-
that's like I have God
specialty,
level.
yeah.
Like, I can just make stuff out of reality. It's like no.
no, I meant more like you can control wood and shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, but that's what, okay. Look,
yeah,
the
it's very
chakra. A
specialized.
chakra
It's very
thing is if you're
specialized.
part of a special family and or experimented on
Yes.
yourself.
see, and
But-
I think that's what sold it for me. He was like, oh, you can like learn to use like elements and stuff. I was like, oh, that's sick.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? Like base level people, you can still control the elements, right? It's just the weird, crazy stuff. Like I want to make a whole mountain made of like a wood man. It's like no.
All right, next one.
So, still continuing with the anime theme, would you rather try to survive in the world of Attack on Titan
Jeez.
or the world of Kaiju number 8?
Ooh, that's a good one. Ah.
This one was hard for me when I was thinking about it. I'm still kind of stuck. We can talk about it after we choose, but the reason why.
Sorry.
I think mine's gonna be a cop out answer.
Wow, that is not a straight line at all.
This is fun. I like this. These are fun. These are fun questions. Not to say that the questions we had last time weren't fun, but like these are like I have to think about these for a little bit. The last episode we did it was like we kind of just all unanimously agreed sometimes. This one has a little bit of back and forth. I like this. All right, well I got my answer whenever you guys are ready.
Got mine too.
Well, Vic's drawn.
Try to do something with an A, and I ended up scribbling it out.
Vic's trying to draw
Or
Eren
B,
Yeager.
whatever.
I swear to God, Vic, if you're actually drawing Eren Yeager.
No, I'm not.
All right,
All
ready?
right, 3, 2, 1. Ready, set, go.
I said A.
Oh, fucked up A. Fucked up A. What'd you choose?
That's second time.
Oh my god!
All right, so we all
It's the scene. Come on, everybody knows. Oh shit, Armin, no.
We chose that. That is great. God. So, yeah. Any reason? You want to give your explanation?
Oh,
So here's the thing: you can be an Attack on Titan. You can do the training. You do not have to become a scout.
yeah.
You don't. You could be.
Oh, yeah.
You could be with the military police.
Yeah.
Like It's that's probably the safest thing you can do.
Mhm.
That being said, I would not be a scout, but like there's 3 camps of things that you can be in. You know, you have options. Whereas Kaiju number 8, you do the training, you kind of have to.
Well, hold on. But remember, this is just surviving in the world. This isn't necessarily saying you have to be an ODM or you have to be a warrior, soldier in Kaiju.
Every time I hear these type of questions, I'm like, okay, realistically, who would I be in this world? I'd just be a random ass person.
I'd be a random person, but
I'd be
for
a random
me,
person
the reason I
inside the
chose
walls.
Attack on Titan is one, I know I am behind walls 99% of the time,
99% of the time.
and
Yeah.
it's in a fantasy realm, and I don't like the modern world.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, cool. Why go with Kaiju?
I mean, here's the thing, right?
But also, Kaiju can spawn randomly
Yes.
wherever.
That's what I
They can
was thinking
spawn
of.
outside my bedroom wall, and I am dead. 100%. There's no.
Most of the problems in Attack on Titan are happening outside the walls most of the time.
Yes.
So why would I ever leave the walls?
Or I would just travel across the ocean and go to where there's
Or
no
go
Titans.
somewhere else,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
It depends on where I'm,
Well, I guess that's kind of my logic because I was like, oh, it's like, well, if I join the, the whatever, I don't know,
Yeah,
it's just the army, whatever.
No, yeah.
And I become military police, I'm more than likely in the third, like most in wall. I'm probably living fine,
Sure.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to
Just
worry
like
about
a normal soldier, right?
Heck-
You're not, yeah.
Heck, inside the second wall is
Yeah.
perfectly fine too.
stuff. Yeah, as long as you're not with was it Wall Maria? That's the first wall, right?
Well, Maria,
Yeah.
that's the
It's
first one.
Maria, Cena, and
Yes,
Rose.
Rose.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I watched it, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta rewatch it. It's a fucking.
It's
one
really
of my
great.
favorite
It's-
animes of all time.
It's
Really
really
good.
good.
So,
yeah,
okay, cool,
yeah,
cool,
but
cool.
yeah, Attack on Titan, we unanimously.
Yeah, I saw that. I mean, I was trying to, for the longest time, find something that goes against Attack on Titan, and I was just coming up with anime, and it's like, wait, Kaiju. Yeah, they have stuff that spawns
Yeah.
in the world.
It's like, what other world is also horrible to live in?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that one.
yeah. So the next one.
What world sucks so
What
bad?
world's- honestly, the world of Berserk, you could have also said that, and that would have been like, oh damn.
Opposite,
Oh,
opposite.
okay.
If you said
Yeah.
Kaiju number Kaiju or Berserk, I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, what would be worse?
Yeah.
Because both of them
of
are
them
pretty
suck, yeah.
rough.
Yep.
Oh,
So next one, you don't really have to know the anime too well. You mean if you get a grasp of, so let's just see if we're good. Would you rather own the Death Note or a grimoire from Black Clover?
Ah, yeah. So for somebody who hasn't seen Black Clover, what's the grimoire?
is basically magic book that you get.
Every person gets a
Your
grimoire,
magic
and
book.
it gives you a special type of, a certain type of magic. Some people get, wind type, fire type, time, certain other elements, wood, whatever.
And every time you learn something new, the book automatically fills in with new magic and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's why I said I didn't know if either of y'all have seen both of those or one of those, but they both involve books. So
They both involve literature.
they both involve books.
Well, I got my answer.
Ready?
No, give me a second.
Okay, sorry.
Vic's trying to draw Light Yagami now.
Trying to draw a whole ass grimoire. He's drawing Asta with all of his yelling.
All right.
With the wannabe Naruto. Believe it. That's sorry.
No, Vic's too late. Too late. 3, 2, 1. I said B.
A. What did you choose?
It's a book and a guy
Yep.
yelling.
Yep.
Okay, I guess John, you start because
Well, I mean, it's the Death Note. I mean, I don't have to worry about trying to channel magic or someone trying to, I don't know. I would assume
Mhm.
if I have a grimoire or if I have something like that, maybe there's somebody else out in the world who has something similar to that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have to deal with that.
Mm.
If I have a Death Note or if I have the book,
Sure.
most likely nobody else is going to have that. So hey,
Fair enough.
I have a special book that I may use, may not use.
I don't.
oh, well, see, here's the thing, because I was under the notion that we have to use the book, because that's why I didn't pick the Death Note, because I realistically think nobody should own a Death Note. Like if the Death Note were real, nobody should have it. Like I think that's too much power.
Too much
It is,
power
it is too much power. I agree 100%.
That's
That's why I was like, oh, this
That's
might
why I
be
was
a
like,
cool
no,
question.
nobody should have this. Nobody. That's too the ability to just kill people.
Exactly. For the power of it, I would much rather own the Death Note.
Got it.
That's why.
No, for me, I don't know. Like, I don't really have anybody I want to kill. Like
Is that the
I
other marker?
I-
the green one. That way I can mark them out with that one.
I think I don't know. I doubt I would hate anybody hard enough for me to be like, I need to kill them, right?
Yeah.
But
you're saying you'd have to kill somebody,
right, and
you know,
but
just-
I also like power systems that are very like customizable to you, right? That's why I like Nen from Hunter
okay.
x Hunter, right? Because it's like yeah, sure, everybody has this, right? But everybody kind of has like their own like personalized ability, right?
Yes.
So I think of like the Grimoire is pretty much the same. It's like, oh, it's just a special type of book that's very much in tune with you, and you can use a bunch of like these powers, and if you're creative enough, you can do weird abilities with it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think it's also why I like Aura from Ruby, right? As much trouble as that show has sometimes with the storytelling, the powers are very cool. Because it's like, dude, power from your soul. That's very like, it's very personalized.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah, like I said, the only reason I picked B is because I don't think anybody should have A. So that was my reason.
That's a good reason.
That's my reasoning. I was like, I don't think anybody should have A. I guess I like Vic was saying, I was like, I don't think I hate anybody to where I would want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I don't think that anybody who has that should be like this vigilante, like justice seeker.
Yeah.
For like, because I'm sure there's a majority of people who think that somebody unanimously should be gone. But again, it's not. I don't think it should be up to one person to decide that. And I don't think we should act on stuff like that.
Sure.
So the Death Note for me is just that's too much power.
Too much power.
Nobody
Too
should
much
have
power.
that.
Yeah.
And that
now if it was an inconvenience book where if you were to write somebody's name and they'd suddenly be inconvenienced.
Oh yeah, if it was like ruin someone's weekend, like
someone's weekend, I'd be like, ha ha ha.
Okay.
Then I choose that in a heartbeat.
Okay.
somebody needs to make that anime. It's like Death Note, but just like inconveniences.
Inconvenience.
Oh my goodness.
All right, next one.
The next two, I don't know. Like I said, a bunch of them popped up, so I was trying to match one with another. So would you rather? If you don't know it, let me know. Would you rather have the powers of, Rimuru from Slime,
Okay.
or Ain's own goal from Overlord?
Oh.
Now I don't know. Have you seen either of those? Neither of those? You haven't seen Slime? Oh my goodness! I thought you had seen
Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime.
I thought you had seen the first couple seasons. Oh my god! Kick me in the head. Sorry. I apologize.
Because I guess I could talk about it right now.
Yeah.
It's like I don't care for these like isekai fucking
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah.
these isekai like into like a fantasy world shows. There's too many of them. I really don't care.
I like the popular ones. Yeah, whatever. I got you.
So just explain it to me.
Yeah.
Because I still want to answer. Just explain it.
Okay. Rimuru gets the slime. He gets teleported into the world. Ends up as a slime.
But don't give me a
He's in
synopsis of the show. Just tell me like.
Oh, like his powers?
Yeah, just tell me what the thing is.
He's able to basically absorb and
copy.
You have to copy. Other
he's a
skills as
slime.
well. Yeah.
He's a slime. That he has all the powers of a slime. He can shapeshift. He can change shape. He can also consume things and then copy their form.
Good way.
Right.
Yeah.
And he does this a lot. That's the synopsis. He's got a whole bunch of other powers, like he can
like the system or the angel or whatever it is.
Voice of the world or whatever.
Talks to him and like kind of every once in a while his stuff upgrades to become more powerful. So if he gets this one where he can like consume like stuff coming into him, or like he can consume people, or
it's basically a bunch. It's a bunch of his abilities is just eating a bunch of stuff, and then it just adds on to that ability, and those abilities just get stronger and stronger.
Yeah.
Okay, so now explain the
becomes
other one.
extremely overpowered. Ain's is a guy who got trapped in a game. He logged on for the last time. Just giving you a basic backstory. Logged on for the last time, and he was gonna, he was tidying up his guild, or whatever.
Became his character,
which is a skeleton
undead lich, magic caster. As
he has control now over their entire like kind of kingdom of bad things and bad people, Inhumans, and he's going against the rest of the world, against like, and he's an extremely powerful sorcerer. Yeah.
He has magic.
Of course, it's the whole isekai thing. He's really, really overpowered.
He's got magic and stuff. But
like I said, this one I wasn't sure of because I didn't know if y'all had seen them.
I think Vic saw my answers.
Okay.
I think we're choosing the same thing.
I don't know. We'll see. Ready? I'm not drawing anything for this one. 1, 2, and we're waiting for Vic. You drew a slime.
I drew a slime.
Nice. Good. Awesome. Same.
I don't know. I like the idea of copying people's like stuff.
Yeah.
He's also making his own nation. He's pretty cool about it.
Yeah. But again, I'm not super into these isekai stories. I really don't care for them.
Yeah,
Like,
that's fine.
There's so many of them. Like,
Yeah.
and they all like follow the same sort of premise. Like, oh, we get stuck into this JRPG and now we got to go fight the.
Well, to be fair, the skeleton one, he's the bad guy.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool.
So next one is just a funny one. We don't have to answer this one. Okay, this one's more. This is more for Vic. Would you rather be reincarnated into Sword Art Online or Log Horizon?
Oh my god, you already know my answer.
B, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, so I said
Log
that was a funny
Horizon.
one. That was a funny one.
Write that down.
I said that popped up in one of the searches I was doing. I was like, that's funny. I'm gonna ask Vic because I already know what he's gonna pick.
So the reason why is it's not Sword Art Online's fault. It's just Log Horizon felt more like an RPG to me than Sword Art.
100%.
Right? Because like
Yeah.
at least in Log Horizon, you get to see them actually go like.
It felt like a fantasy RPG, not
Yeah.
like a game that you just kind of reset
Yeah.
and go and over it. Yeah.
And then it's also the whole thing where it's like, oh, the item descriptions are actually coming to life, and that seems interesting to me.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Yeah. Okay. So
I was
that
gonna
was just
say
a throwaway one.
I was gonna say SAO.
SAO.
Yeah.
That's
No.
because that's the only one out of those two.
I
I've
like,
seen.
I like both of them.
Fair
Believe me,
enough.
SAO is my favorite isekai
Oh, yeah.
ever.
Oh,
So
that,
I
I saw SAO
Here's
first.
the
than
thing,
Log Horizon.
SAO. I don't understand why it gets as much hate as it does.
I don't. It's
Like,
wonderful.
I could see like what Gun Gale, like
I like
and like
Gun
late,
Gale
later
too.
stuff.
I
does.
really like Gun Gale. I
Like-
don't know.
Well,
But yeah.
I think because in the first season it was about SAO, and then they went out of it like literally the first season, and
Yeah.
then that hate kind of just carried
Built
over.
onto
It just carried over, and nobody was
Yeah, but
like,
it's-
well, we now hate it because it's
Yeah, but
funny
it's one of
to
those
hate
things where it's like it's hated, but they still do stuff with it.
Yeah,
Like I feel like every other year, like
Yeah.
for a while, it was like every year there's a new SAO game.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
for,
Well,
for
games,
something.
It's
like,
not a bad.
new seasons.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not
it's,
bad.
Yeah, it's-
like
it's good.
I've seen them all. They're all pretty
Yeah.
good.
I didn't want to watch Elysialization for a long time, but it was pretty good.
It's decent.
next one.
Next one. So, would you rather own a Pokemon as a pet or have a Digimon partner?
Oh, that's actually kind of hard.
Can we choose?
What do you mean?
Can
we
we choose our
choose-
Digimon?
Or Digimon and
Or their
Pokemon?
Pokemon?
Yes.
But here's the thing: if we choose our Pokemon and they're like the basic form, do they evolve? Or do they just
well,
stay?
I mean, they're
Well, I would assume
Pokemon.
they can do.
They're
well,
Pokemon.
Just assume that it can do whatever it can.
Well,
But what
because
would
here's
you
the
rather
thing,
have?
because here's the thing: Digimon could digivolve, but like it's because they need like the power of friendship, and then they go right back. Whereas like the Pokemon, they stay
that's
that
true.
way forever. So it's like, do you want like an Agumon forever, or do you want a Charmander that's going to eventually evolve into
To
Charizard?
be fair, Agumon, it's pretty cool.
He's not my favorite.
It's not.
No, my favorite Digimon
Well,
from
no, there are Digimon can also evolve by consuming,
yeah, I guess.
but it takes like a really long time.
Because realistically, at least in the anime, they always do. It's the
Yeah.
baby Digimon. I forget the actual terms. The baby Digimon, and then
Mm.
they stay at their like their
The
like,
second form?
Yeah, the second form.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then they they could
yeah,
digivolve
no,
into
there's
like
baby,
Greymon and stuff like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that. Man, this is really hard. Because like Digimon also talk too, so they could actually
Yeah,
talk
they
to
can
you.
actually talk to you. Yeah.
They're also digital creatures, so they could technically go into your devices.
Yeah. But like, it'd be really cool to have like a little whooper around,
It
or like a little
would be.
Fampy, like just
Is-
rolling around, dude. Oh, this is hard.
Ooh.
You know what? I'm gonna go with my heart, but I think both options are awesome. It's hard. It's hard. This is actually really difficult. This is a good question. I really like this question. Vic's thinking real hard. He's thinking real.
Yeah, because Pokemon are cool, but Digimon are also cool.
They're both cool.
You
I
know,
thought it was a good question.
they just announced the new Digimon show.
I know.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it.
I didn't watch the latest one that they did, a Ghost game.
Yeah.
But I did watch the Adventure remake that they did in 2020. It was pretty good. You know, I wish Digimon was more popular than it was back in the day.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, Vic's thinking real hard. We should probably stop in case we get demonetized.
Oh, that's true. Oh.
I'm not drawing that Pokemon. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh wow. Well, let's see. All right. 1, 2, 3. A.
Said awesome.
That's a gross A.
All right.
Cool.
You know what? To keep
Boom,
keep
boom,
on this
boom,
conversation,
Boom, boom, boom.
which Pokemon would you guys have?
Oh, y'all know mine. I'd have a Dragonite.
Dragonite.
Big ass Dragonite.
Big ass Dragonite. Get to fly everywhere on him. Dang.
Pidgeot.
Pidgeotto?
Pidgeotto.
Not Pidgeot, Pidgeotto. Because there's Pidgey, Pidgeotto, Pidgeot.
I know.
So you want a
I said
Pidgeotto?
Pidgeot.
Pidgeotto.
No.
Pidgey?
Pidgeot.
Pidgeot.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, I call it Pidgeot.
To be fair, I think it's Pidgeot.
Pidgeot.
But I say Pidgeot. Okay.
Pidgeot.
I would have either the Phanpy, like I said. 'Cause I want something cute. Like,
Yeah.
so I'd either a Wooper, so I can evolve into Quagsire because I love Quagsire.
Okay.
A Phanpy. Ooh. Or
You know, either Dragonite or a Slowbro. I love Slowbro.
Oh.
That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite Pokemon.
ooh. Yeah, that's it. Or if I could have like a legendary, a Jirachi, 100%.
Oh, dude, I want a Rayquaza.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
just hovering over your house. Like,
Okay. Well, then I don't know if you can answer this,
No.
but then who would your Digimon partner be?
Ooh.
oh,
You can pick any.
God.
I'm just gonna keep it to the OG.
I
I'm gonna keep
I
it
know
to
what
the-
they look like. I don't remember the name.
I forget their names. 'Cause
I'm just gonna keep it to the OG, like the originals, because that's pretty much all I know.
Yeah.
If I had to pick one, it'd either be Gabumon, or no, not Gabumon, Gomamon, or Tentamon. I love Gomamon. Gomamon's my favorite. I have a pop figure of Gomamon.
Let's see, where is he? I know he's the blue one that evolves into what's his name?
Or Patamon. Patamon could be cute.
It's this blue one. I don't remember the name.
Oh shoot.
You
Yeah,
know
he's,
what I'm talking about though?
yeah, he's from Adventure 2, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's who I picked.
Yeah,
I don't remember the names.
I used to know his name. I don't remember it.
but yeah.
I'm gonna look it up while Vic's looking up his.
No, that's fine. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Let's see. Digimon Encyclopedia. Nice.
It's Vmon.
Vimon?
Yeah, Vmon is the one you're thinking of.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I always forget how many Digimon there are. There's a lot.
Yeah, there's so many. Yeah. Also, very good trading card game. I like the trading card game. Again, wish it was more popular than it was.
Yep.
But it doesn't help that One Piece is booming.
Yeah.
Damn,
Doing
Vic,
so much, they're not going to
Let's
put
see.
too much. I don't think they're going to put too much effort into the Digimon.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, give me a second.
yeah,
Give me a second.
Vic's looking real
Still
hard.
looking, yeah.
Yeah.
He's looking for a specific Digimon.
Like, I remember.
Couldn't remember what the name of it was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but I like
That's cool ones.
I like Gomamon because he's like a little seal.
I always forget how cool the,
Yeah,
the
there it
characters
is.
look.
Terriermon. It's like the little bunny that transforms into a bigger bunny with Gatling guns for heads. I love that one.
Yeah, I don't even remember that one.
Yeah, I was like, what was it called again? Yeah, and then it goes into Rapid.
Oh, like this
It's
one,
just
right?
a tank
Terriermon, this one?
rabbit guy.
Terriermon?
Yeah.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, that's a guy.
Cool.
Anyway,
Pretty
fun
cool.
question.
Awesome.
Really thought provoking for some
Yeah.
reason.
I don't know. Yeah.
Hey, this is Pokemon and Digimon. This is some
Let's see,
real stuff we gotta be thinking about.
All right, next question.
Okay.
Oh, your list looks way better than mine.
Would you rather be a member of the Survey Corps or be a Demon Slayer from Demon Slayer?
Ah,
Do I get to choose my?
Yes. Choose your skill. Choose your whatever. What world would you rather fight things in? And you'd have to be that thing. Like, you couldn't just be a soldier. You have to be a Survey Corps, like fully fighting Titans, or you have to be a Demon Slayer, fully fighting demons.
This is another one where I'm gonna pick one, but I think I could be swayed. Like I really don't know. Like I feel like both options kind of are bad.
Oh, both of them suck.
Like I wouldn't want to do either. Like I said, man, if I'm in Attack on Titan world, I'm going to the military, please, dude. Like I'm staying out of the way. It's like I'll deal with the civilians or something. Oh yeah, no, Survey Corps, absolutely not. I wouldn't survive, dude. I wouldn't make it out of basic training, dude. Like, I'd be like Aaron in the second episode where he's just like hanging there because his ODM gear is all messed up.
All right. 1, 2, 3, go.
I said B.
I said A.
yeah. It's a sword.
Oh, Demon Slayer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I say.
I just said B because I like the idea of having like an ability with my fighting. So like having like a different like what was it abilities or like the different type of
The breathings.
Yeah, the breathing
Yeah.
styles. I just think they're cool. Like I just think it'd be cool to like have different types of breathing styles with like your fighting. Like there's I forget his name, but he's the guy who like does wind.
Oh yeah, that guy.
And then the other guy who does mist. I forget the mist guy.
Yes, those people with those Japanese names.
Yes, the guy the guys with the names from the anime.
Yeah.
But I just think being able to do that is like cooler. Don't get me wrong. I think it's more dangerous. I think that's actually more dangerous than being a part of the survey corps.
Same. I think so too. That's why I picked.
But
Survey Corps.
I would rather have the cool stuff that comes along with being in the Demon Slayer. Like,
yeah. Yeah, because
I think for me is I would love to be in the Demon Corps, the Survey Corps, because I could learn to use that and be able to zip around and fly around and learn how to learn some martial, fighting skill, and maybe not have to fight all the time. But if you're a demon hunter, Demon Slayer, you're actively going to fight them, and they're going to seek you out. So like,
sure, or you could just retire early.
True, but yeah, okay, but you know what I mean. Like being actively doing it, I think I'd rather be a little safer.
Yeah, I get it. Well, at least for me, with the Demon Slayer thing, you can train yourself to be better.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, like there's always going to be a higher
You
rope.
have a cap
with the Survey Corps. It's like
it's your physical abilities. You're only going to be able to go.
Yeah, it's
so
like
much.
you can learn how to shoot this gun. Cool. You can now learn to shoot this other gun.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I get where you're coming from, but
I also know because if depending on which of the timeline you're going in, because the Titans become less and less of an issue as the series went on, right?
Okay, yeah.
Like if it was like season 1, season 2, season 3, then it's like, oh, we gotta watch out for these guys.
Yeah.
But then after that, it's like we've made these new technologies. Now we can just kill them from a distance. We don't even need to go up.
I mean, to be fair, the main like. Not villains, but like the main things of concern in the final season is the people.
It's the people.
Yeah,
it's the people.
Yeah.
The Titans kind of take a backseat.
Yeah,
in season 4
because they found a bigger bad.
Yeah. They found the real culprit of all this devastation. Anyway, next question.
Okay. Would you rather have a devil fruit power or a quirk?
Oh.
Now I don't know all the devil fruit powers besides Luffy's and some other ones.
Can we choose?
I didn't even think about that.
Because
yes,
if we can,
if you can choose one quirk, one devil fruit power. Okay,
no, that's easy,
dude. That's so easy. Are you kidding me?
I gotta think about this. Hold on.
I got my answer. I thought this was pretty simple.
Oh yeah,
but I'm also not a fan of the other show. Well, I shouldn't say I'm not a fan. I haven't seen the other show.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yep. Say it. Go.
I said B.
Devil fruit.
Whoa!
I knew you were gonna go. I was gonna go devil fruit, but I was like,
but Vic's also a big fan of One Piece.
Devil fruit, dude. I'm a big fan of both of them, and that's why.
Question.
Yeah.
Which devil fruit? I want to know why.
Pika Pika no Mi. Able to move at the speed of light. Are you kidding me?
Oh, okay. I get it,
dude. This guy. Okay, so to give you some context, right? In the world of One Piece, most of the time you can't really choose which devil fruit you're picking. There are books that say which devil fruit show which one. So like the big governments kind of know. It's like, oh, this fruit is this fruit is this, right? This guy in his first introduction and since then has not been shown to get hit once.
Well, because he's too fast.
He's not okay.
Well,
so
he's not
also
just fast,
he's also as this devil fruit, he's a Logia, meaning he's made of light.
Yeah.
He doesn't just move at light and control light. He's made of light. So if you don't have this other specific power called Haki, you can't even touch him. Right. Yeah. And so one of his favorite things is, hey, have you ever been kicked at the speed of light? And then kicks a whole bunch of people, one-shots them.
Yeah.
All that stuff. And I remember reading the manga up to now where Luffy is fights him and wins, right?
Yeah.
But then like later in the panel show, oh yeah, like during this later battle, I was super weak, but then somebody fed me like super fast. It was almost at the speed of light. right? They say that one line, throw off, and then people are like, oh, yeah, because they just became friends, and you don't even see him do. It's like it's one of those things where it's like we haven't even seen his full power, and he's already like at Luffy's current level where he's like blowing up like islands with his fist. Like, he's still not even sweating against them.
I got you.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, why wouldn't you choose to be light?
Cool. And you pick quirks?
Yeah.
What quirk would you pick?
Probably Todoroki's. Like if I had to, if I had to be real honest, I like stuff where you get to use elements.
Oh,
like,
true.
And like fire and ice, dude, that's so sick. If not him, honestly, I don't know his name. He's kind of like a backseat character, but he's the guy who like could shoot tape.
Oh,
like,
Sero?
Yeah, that dude. He's basically Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, like that's kind of sick.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's kind of sick.
You don't want to be made of fire?
I would not want to be made of fire.
No, not even control it.
I mean, Todoroki controls like fire, kind of. Yeah.
Don't want to be made of ice. There's an ice fruit.
Nah, I don't want to be. I don't want to be like that guy. I don't want to be like consumed by it.
No, you don't want to be consumed, but you can turn your body into fire.
Nah, but I'd rather control it.
Control it.
I'd
That's
rather
fine.
control it. What about you, John? What are you picking?
I'd go full Endeavor.
Full Endeavor.
Yeah, full fire.
Cool.
Has to be something stupidly overpowered.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm gonna have it,
You don't want the jacket fruit from One Piece?
No.
where if somebody
funny,
where if
but
somebody
no.
wears you can control your body.
No.
How about the soap fruit where if you touch somebody they become super slippery?
No, that's okay.
Or the pawpaw fruit.
There was too many stupid fruits.
Yeah,
That's why I was like, no, I don't want.
How about the pawpaw fruit where you can deflect anything, even concepts? Even concepts.
No, that's okay.
What is that
I'll
show?
take a
Dude? I
quirk all
swear.
day.
What is this show?
It's amazing.
What is this manga? I swear.
It's great.
All right, next question.
All right. Let's see. Okay. This is the last kind of, I think, winding down our anime sort of ish type thing. So, would you rather have a real Pokedex that tells you everything about any animal that ever existed?
Ooh.
Or would you rather have a Pokeball that can catch any animal?
Oh.
You would basically catch and tame it, I should say.
Oh, okay. See that was a main thing you needed to.
I left the tame out, but the tame is part of the question.
Wait, how do they look like?
What?
Whatever.
A
I don't know
Pokemon?
what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you asking me? All right, I got mine.
Wait, existed? Like even if they don't no longer exist
Yeah.
anymore? You know exactly
Oh,
what-
Professor Oak over here. Fucking.
Yeah, dude.
Funny.
Vic's about to send a 10-year-old kid on a journey.
Yep. Vic's
Hey,
about
can
to
you
fucking win a
capture-
Nobel Prize on animal
Can you record
fucking
all these Pokemon?
generations.
Hey.
I already have them, but could you go record them, please? All right, ready?
All right.
Mr. Artist, 1, 2, 3. Bam.
Said B.
B.
Pokédex.
Total B.
Here's why I didn't pick the Pokedex, because I was just like, we have the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, why do I
If I really need to, I can look it up.
like phones now, like the iPhone that I have, it has like the little camera button, the new forget what it's called,
Sure.
but it basically has like AI to where you can just point stuff at it and it'll just tell you what it is. So I'm just like, that's basically a Pokedex.
Damn. So it also tells you the weight of that specific one and what their ability is, what
Yeah, but like
where they're from. Because that's what a Pokédex does.
Well, true.
And if it,
I get
and
where
it-
you're coming from.
yeah.
I get the knowing of everything and learning of it. I get it. But I don't know, just being able to tame any animal that I want, that'd be pretty freaking
yeah, but I
awesome.
mean, what would you tame around here?
I don't know. I wouldn't tame an animal.
I would-
around here.
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
the thing.
I
Like,
don't know.
are you just gonna go to like Africa and tame like a rhino for no reason?
nah, bro,
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Nah, bro, I'm gonna find a polar bear and I'm gonna tame it.
But here's the thing, right? I could also be like, cool. Hey, can you show me every single animal in the ocean that's ever existed?
Yeah.
And then I can just go
And
like,
nobody's gonna know that.
nobody's,
yeah.
and then they're like, oh, hey,
Yeah, but that's
there's
not how
this thing.
Pokedexes work.
But that's
Yeah,
what I asked him. It's
I-
like, but
I-
it also.
I know that, but it was
No,
more
because
along
you
the
still
lines
have
of
to go
like-
and record. You have to go and find the thing. So unless you're gonna go traveling to see those,
Well, no, it was more like I did state you have a Pokedex basically with all the information already. You're not having to go out there and record. You're able to obtain the Pokedex that has all the information for every animal ever existed.
Which is why I'm like, oh yeah, Pokedex.
It just like somebody else already went on the journey.
everybody from that cut. Hopefully it was good. I didn't do it. Anyway, so what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Pokedex. Apparently this Pokedex just has all the stuff on it.
Right. Which
Yeah,
is
it's a magic Pokedex. It just has everything on it already. It's a hypothetical question.
this Pokeball lets you throw it at an animal and then it becomes your best friend
Tamed
forever.
it. You don't have to tame it. You don't have to beat it. You don't have to do nothing.
Exactly.
Boom, and it's in your Pokeball.
Yeah. So it's
If you ever
now
wanna
under
change
your
it,
control.
You release it and you go tame another one. Whatever.
Yeah, but I feel like having all the information just available defeats the purpose of the Pokedex. The whole point of the Pokedex is for you to go out and discover the Pokemon.
True. But
And
you're
record it in the Pokedex.
Getting a hypothetical full Pokedex. Okay, bad question. Let's not go on with that one. Ah, great.
It's not a bad question. It's just
All right.
like, it's not a Pokedex. It's a Pokedex, but it's like it's not the purpose of the Pokedex.
All right.
Anyway, next question. I
All
will
right,
die
so-
on that hill.
Let's venturing off the anime. We're gonna head into some different stuff. So let's see. Would you rather? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give you a little break from pop culture stuff, and we're gonna go into some.
Ooh.
Okay. Would you rather have to fight a wild animal, like a lion, a bear, a wild animal, okay, with only your bare hands, or face a group of armed strangers with no weapons?
Like the armed strangers have no weapons?
And you have no weapons as well, yes.
How many of them are there?
It says armed strangers. So
Wait,
I
so
would
they
assume-
are armed?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Armed strangers. Yeah. Armed strangers with no weapons.
So I don't have weapons with they
You're
do.
in a crappy situation no matter what. Life or death situation. What would you rather be in? Do you think you could talk your way out of some strangers, or do you think you could hide from an animal?
God, both of these situations suck.
Oh, 100%. I'm picking green now. I need to do green. Why are you rolling all the way off? There you go.
I don't like how I drew this bee. It looks like a big butt cheek.
Nice. Well, at least we know what Ruben picked.
Yeah, I guess I spoiled that,
Yeah.
didn't I?
Yep.
Oh well. That's probably still
3, 2, 1,
lost,
1, 2, 3. What are we all choosing for them to see?
3, 2, 1.
B.
B.
What the hell?
It's a wild
The
animal.
Nice.
Vic, you really gotta start.
Nice.
You really gotta start friggin' writing down your answers, dude.
Well, I got you. I saw it. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
I'd probably do what John was saying, and I'd probably try to talk out of the situation.
Same.
I'd be
Yep.
like, "Hey, man, I got $0 on me. You have nothing that you can take from me because I have
Yeah.
nothing." That and I don't think I could outrun whatever the animal
A
is.
wild animal.
So
Why do you think in a wild animal? I'm with you on the same.
Well, it depending on the wild animal, you just need to scare it off because a lot of wild animals are actually pack animals, and as long as you don't seem scared and seem like you're gonna fight it, some animals will just be like, "Well, this is not worth it," and they'll just leave.
Okay.
Like a wolf, like because you said only one, right?
Only one.
If it's a wolf, as long as you make yourself big
True.
and don't run, right? It'll just be like, okay, well, screw this, and it's gonna leave.
That's true. But you don't know if it's hungry. You don't know if it's
True.
You also don't know if it's coming back.
with a pack of other wolves. Well, it would
No,
hypothetical
no.
question,
Hypothetical. You said one.
One.
You said one.
So yeah, no, I still think I'd rather try to talk my way out of it. Yeah.
But I mean, it's a 1v1, right?
Oh,
1v1.
gotcha.
Vic, you are not surviving a 1v1 with a wolf. I'm sorry.
I mean,
no,
it also you
wolf-
also said wild animal, so it could just be a squirrel.
Very true.
It could just be a wolf.
Whenever
See,
that
Vic's finding all these loopholes.
whenever happens.
Hey, he did not specify.
I didn't specify. I said a lion or a bear. I said like a lion or a bear. Could be a really vicious
If you-
Yes,
squirrel.
It could be a
lion-
very vicious
like
squirrel.
a lion and bear, a squirrel. Yes.
They're both wild animals.
All right, next question. Jesus Christ, dude, I swear.
Hey, this just shows me you won't be good. You won't be a good lawyer.
Okay. Would you rather be trapped in a car underwater or in a fire with like at the top of a building?
Ooh.
What are your I guess right now you're gauging your chances of survival is what basically is happening right now.
This was really easy for me. At
For me
least.
too. Really, really easy.
I really hope we have differing opinions because
That'd be cool. Let's see. I think we're gonna choose the same thing. I don't know.
Jesus Christ, Vic, just write down the
I
letter.
think Vic's going with a
Vic is not taking this long
Let's see.
to have, unless he's drawing a car. All right,
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Bam.
Said B.
I knew you were drawing a fire. I knew it.
I took it to me.
Okay, so you picked B. I picked A. What'd you choose?
I picked B.
You picked fire? Oh my God, both of y'all. Wow. Why did you choose fire?
Because I already don't like the situation of being underwater in a car. I then have to break out of the car, and then I have to try to swim up. I'm not a great swimmer, so I'm probably just sinking down anyways, even if I get out of the car. So I'm probably dead no matter what. Whereas the fire, if I just wait, long enough and hope and pray, I'm probably gonna get out at some point. So I was like, do I want to for sure die, or do I want a chance at staying alive? So that's why I picked the fire.
I'll take second degree burns over drowning.
Dang.
Yeah.
I trust my swimming more than I do people.
Well, here's the thing, right?
More than I trust people will come and rescue me.
Right. Well, I mean, it's not somebody rescuing me. I'll just run through fire if I have to. I'll take burns over dying. Right.
Over drowning.
Over drowning.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Plus, I mean, I can swim, not well, but depending on where
You can hold your breath and try to
Where?
hopefully float up to the top.
I could do that. But I also don't like the water.
Oh, makes sense. Then.
Right.
That's the biggest. You said that from the beginning. We got you.
I don't like water.
Yeah, no. Once I get out, because you also didn't specify how deep the car was.
Yeah, that was
Like,
also
here's the
another
thing: if it's like a 6-foot thing and I'm just trapped in a car, I can easily just go up. I can figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming this is like the worst case scenario.
in a lake.
Yeah.
Or-
Lake 20, 30 foot down, 40 foot
Yeah,
down.
I'm dead. 100%. I get out of the car and then I'm not gonna be able to swim up because I'm probably just gonna keep floating. And as somebody who technically has drowned before, it's not fun.
It's not great.
It's not fun.
It's not great.
So, yeah, 100%. I'd rather be in a fire. 100%.
All right. Let's get back to some.
Let's get into some fun ones.
Let's get back to some fun ones because those
That
a little
was
bit,
kind of depressing.
little bit of a downer there.
Questioning our
go back to
morality.
that. Yep. So, all right. So, would you rather become the new Black Panther or become the next Sorcerer Supreme?
I think there's a conflict of interest in
What? Conflict of interest? Why is it a conflict of interest?
because you said Black Panther specifically, John.
Yeah, the new Black Panther or the new Sorcerer Supreme.
John, I don't know if you've noticed.
Would
I'm
you?
not black.
Would you rather have the powers of a Black Panther or a Sorcerer Supreme?
you're
Take
saying
it as that.
Should I?
Whatever. 3, 2, 1. I put B, dude. I'm not trying to.
God damn it! I was gonna put a meme.
You know,
No.
whatever. B. I'm
All
going
right.
with B. They made me choose B. There you go, B. Awesome.
Well, also, I mean,
Well, because it's not even just that. It's that there's like when it comes to the Black Panther specifically of Wakanda, like that. There's a lot of like cultural, like what it means to like not anybody can just friggin' put on the Black Panther suit. You know what I mean?
No, I get that. But that's why it's a hypothetical question. And it was, would you rather have
I-
the powers of each? My bad.
I have another point.
Okay.
Is I would rather learn magic than just be a super person.
Yeah.
Magic is way more versatile.
Yeah.
It just
I
seems
would
more
choose Sorcerer Supreme
more
too.
fun to
I'm
do.
not like saying I would rather be, freaking Black Panther, but I'm just saying it was just a question.
Yeah.
Which y'all would pick. Would you rather do melee or would you rather do magic? There you go. That's
magic.
magic. Okay, cool. Yay,
no.
Yeah,
magic.
dude, you telling me I can do an over the
Dang
portal,
it.
dude?
I was gonna put it for the eye of Mama Coco.
All right.
Next question. Jesus
All
Christ.
So, would you rather be bitten by a radioactive spider or take the super soldier serum?
Okay, question. Does the super soldier serum like
Which version?
It works.
do both work?
Yes.
Like do you turn into Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Because there's that horror fan film that I showed you that one time
Yeah.
where it's the reverse effect where he gets bit by the spider and he turns into a spider and it's
No,
disgusting.
we're not
Oh,
going that. No,
becomes man spider.
No, dude,
no,
you have,
becomes a
I,
spider. It is disgusting.
I showed John. I was literally disturbed and I had to like.
It was
I had to
gross.
like. I literally was in my room just contemplating stuff for like 40 minutes. That's how much. It's a great fan. It's like a
good.
10-minute fan film, but it is disturbing.
He turns into an actual spider.
Yeah,
Like,
it's actually disturbing. God, I don't remember the name of it, but I think it's literally just called The Spider.
yeah.
Like,
I think it's called the spider. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look it up real quick because I actually want to shout out this video because it is disgusting how
It's done really well.
Yeah,
Yeah. Let him look it up. I'll show you.
Yeah, but yeah, if I know that if it works,
Spider.
yeah, it's literally just called the Spider by Lucas T. Locust Garden. I think that's what it is. But yeah, that thing is disturbing. So if both of these work, oh man, that's still hard though. I think. And we just have the powers, right? We don't like become superheroes. We just have the powers.
Yeah, you just have. It's not like you become Captain America or you become Spider-Man or whatever. You just have the powers.
Oh, I was
Wait.
gonna draw something.
There you go. I pick B.
I also picked V.
Dang, you go Spider-Man or Spider powers?
Oh yeah.
Here's the reason why I didn't pick Spider-Man or the Spider, because he's basically, I guess it's basically like it's basically the super soldier serum. He can just climb on walls and stuff and have like the heightened senses and stuff. But like, I don't know. I kind of feel like I don't really want any of that. Like, I don't really have the need for climbing walls and stuff, especially if you're not actually going around like saving.
Well,
the world.
Spider-Man's physically stronger, I think.
I guess.
Yeah.
He also has like the regenerative stuff. So.
Yeah.
If you really look at it, yeah, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Probably stronger. It is stronger than
Yeah.
Say Captain America, right?
No, yeah.
But they both have healing properties. They both have,
Yeah.
little bit,
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
they're both superhuman. It's just,
Who's gonna live longer?
Who's gonna live longer?
Captain America.
That's true, but I don't want to live that long anyways.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I felt like the pros of Captain America.
Yeah,
weighed
same.
more than like the pros of being Spider-Man or
Sure.
having those types of powers.
I think the web shooting would be just kind of cool, and it would also depend if I had web shooting coming out of my
that's the
arms
thing,
or
right?
if I
And
have,
that's the reason I didn't really pick it because it was like, well,
Tobey Maguire.
because, like,
which Spider-Man.
yeah, because if you could do here's the thing, if I could do the regenerative webs, like if it just comes out of me, then yeah, I probably would pick Spider-Man. But it's also one of those things like, do I really need to do that? Like, what am I using it for?
That would just be
Yeah.
fun.
yeah, it'd
Oh,
just
yeah.
be like a fun. It's like, hey, watch
no,
this.
I want to do the Andrew Garfield, like just the
You just, wanna do
just
the cool
do,
shit.
do
Whoop,
cool
sorry.
party tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like we also don't live in an area where having those types of powers is.
Yeah,
super
we don't live
beneficial.
anywhere
Oh, yeah.
where you can
No.
swing around.
We're not in New
Yeah,
York.
Yeah, if we were in
Oh,
New York, it'd be different.
spoilers, we don't live in New York.
Yeah, we live in one of the other 49 states.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd probably Super Soldier Serum for me.
Cool. All right, awesome. Next question.
Next question.
Would you rather wield the Reality Stone or the Mind Stone? So basically, the Aether or the one from Loki's scepter. I mean, you know what stones are. Whatever. Why am I asking? Why am I saying? I guess it all depends on what power you want to wield.
Wait. So wait, are you talking about the Yellowstone?
The reality, yeah, or
So
the
the
mind.
one on Vision's forehead.
The yellow.
Well, yeah,
or
because he said the one in the scepter, and that was
That's the blue. That's the mind.
That's mine still.
So then what's the other one?
Yellow. Reality.
But the one from Receptor is the blue one.
No, the blue one was the one in the cube.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting my stuff.
Yeah, I
mixed
was
up.
like, yeah, you confused me.
All right.
Do you want to alter reality? Or do you want to alter your mind? Or not alter your mind, but you know what I mean.
I'm going with the comic versions of these.
Oh, okay.
Here's the thing. I really don't want to like if I had to pick a stone, these would not be the first ones I pick.
I got you. What? Well, we'll talk about that after. Okay, cool. I'd like to know.
All right, I'm ready.
Well, just waiting on you. You're good.
Yeah.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
I pick B.
I pick A.
I think that
That's Vision dying.
Vic, you really gotta start writing down these.
Reality.
Like,
No
Up there,
thanks.
it looked a little inappropriate. Not gonna
What do you
lie.
mean?
On the screen. Okay, never mind.
It's just a guy getting a nugget taken out of his forehead.
Yeah, reality stone. I want to be able to alter.
yeah, but at least like for the Reality Stone, it doesn't feel real. It's all it's very illusion based, especially in the MCU.
That's why I'm going with the comic ones. In the comic, all of that was real. Yeah, it's
See,
all real.
I'm going by the MCU ones where
Oh yeah.
they're not. They're just kind of like illusions.
No.
You could bend reality.
Yeah.
Whereas like the Mind Stone, I feel like there's more.
Oh yeah, you get telekinetic
Yeah, I was saying
powers.
earlier.
You
My
get-
bad. I was saying them backwards. Yes, but y'all got it. Yeah.
I feel like there's more of a use case for the Mind Stone. Now, if I had to pick a stone, I'm picking the Time Stone all day. I'd love to have the Time Stone.
True.
Fucking
100%.
The Eye of Agamotto, dude. Just
Be able to alter time anytime you want. Yeah.
Yeah, Dormammu.
Yeah.
I've come to bargain.
I'll take the Power Stone. I want to die as soon as I touch it.
Oh, nice. Now if you have power of friendship.
You
and
don't-
a couple
Power of
friends that-
friendship
couple
and the
of
body of
friends
a
that have to-
celestial.
Yep.
What? None of us want the Soul Stone.
The Soul
No,
Stone.
we're good.
No thanks.
Let's take the Soul
Yeah,
Stone.
we're good.
Next question.
Would you rather have the powers of Kang the Conqueror or the High Evolutionary? You know both or no?
I know Kang.
He's to give you. He's the guy that made Rocket.
Oh, yes, he's
That guy.
from Guardians 3, right?
Yes.
Guardians 3.
Yeah.
Uh,
But granted, in the movie, they don't show
Yeah.
all of his. Like,
Again, MCU is kind of watered down.
Yeah, yeah.
but,
to be fair, I don't want to be either of them.
You don't gotta be them. You can just,
yeah.
be one of them.
Yeah.
I don't know how to make this funny.
I don't know. I don't think. I don't know.
You know-
You don't have to make it funny.
Vic, you know what'd be real funny? If you just wrote the letter. I don't really stick it to him.
No.
All right, I'm ready.
Oh, I misspelled that.
You misspelled? Oh, nice.
All right.
That's a good one. Ready, set, go. Bam.
Kang.
Yeah, I said B.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Why'd you choose B?
Because Kang is in some hot water right now.
Oh my god.
And I would not want to be that guy.
Oh my god.
You're not being the freaking actor. You're being the
That is so
character.
hilarious. Now, don't get me wrong. I like both their powers. They both have explosions. They both have like shooting things out of
Technology
themselves. Technology
stuff,
and
I also
Kang
think
can travel time.
Yeah.
That's for me. That's a big. High Evolutionary has more immortality. He can,
Yeah.
He's less. He's harder to kill, even though Kang is like more durable. But
I just think he's a more interesting character.
who?
The High Evolutionary. I just
Yeah.
think he's more interesting. Like,
Cool character.
yeah. And I don't think we're gonna be seeing Kang anytime soon.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. True.
All right. Oh, next question.
All right, so let me see if I have. Well, before we go to the next section, see if I have any other ones that go with. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. So, would you rather explore the galaxy with the Guardians of the Galaxy, or travel through dimensions with Rick and Morty?
Which version of the Guardians? The one at the end of Guardians 3 or the main ones?
The main Guardian. We're not getting.
I like how Vic's thinking. I know he's gonna put down.
What am I gonna put down? What do you think I'm gonna put down?
I think you're gonna draw Rick and Morty.
Shows you.
I'm sorry, everybody, for being so loud. My bad. Woo! I'm gonna have to adjust my mic throughout this one. Alrighty. Oh, going in with the erase.
Yeah, he messed up Rick's hair.
Yeah.
I don't have time.
He's probably drawing maybe he's drawing Drax. I don't know. Let's see. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Bam. Hey. Oh, nice. What were you drawing?
I was gonna draw the ship.
The
that
ship?
They fly,
Yep,
but
yep,
I was
yep.
like, I don't got time for
Yeah.
that.
All right, cool.
Yeah. No, I did the
A as well?
Yeah, the Guardians are sick, dude. They got to meet Kevin Bacon.
I would love to travel the galaxy or the universe and see. different
It's
places.
safer with them.
Yeah.
It's safer
Why not
than
go to another
than the
dimension
Rick
where
and
things
Morty.
upside down? Like
Are you
or
kidding
something
me?
else. Something.
Here's the thing:
You never know
if
what's
you
gonna
go with
happen.
them, you're gonna get involved with all their bull stuff.
Yeah.
Plus, Guardians, great music selection.
True.
Yes, very, very.
You're gonna have a
true.
good time in space. Anyway, next question.
It's right there.
All right. All right. So, going off the little path here of, would you rather have a robot best friend or a pet that can talk?
Do they look like a robot,
The robot best friend?
or do they look like humanoid? But they're robots secretly.
We can say they look like you and me. They look very humanoid. They look like a human, but obviously they are a robot. But they can talk.
Do they?
Yeah,
Huh?
because
Just for
I was like, is this like a my life as a teenage robot situation where it's like they look like a robot?
Yeah. No, they look like a human.
Okay.
Yeah. picture the new advanced, movies we're seeing. Look like a robot, but or a pet that could talk to
I
you.
was like, is this an iRobot situation? All right, well, I got my answer whenever Vic's done drawing.
Ready, set, and go. Bam.
Picked A.
A.
I'm assuming that's a robot.
That's a robot.
Looks like a good robot. That's a chunky robot.
It's a robot.
Dang. Yep.
Yeah, the only time I want a talking dog is if it's a super dog.
It's a super dog.
Like if it's crypto or underdog, like
Or Ace.
all right, yeah, Ace.
Nah, never mind. It's a regular dog, but he's been trained.
Yeah, I mean, it can be a talking dog or a talking pet, but it's gonna die.
Yeah.
And I'd rather have the robot for my entire life. Have a best friend in case I don't have any friends.
Geez, thanks, John.
All right.
I'm just saying, if in that situation, there's no robots here. We're talking
I
hypothetical.
think John's concerned that we're gonna die before him.
Yeah, I am gonna live forever.
It's
so.
it's a good concern.
All right.
All right, next question.
Next question. So, would you rather be able to travel to the past and never return, or travel to the future and never come back?
Like, can we go anywhere in the past?
Anywhere in the past, anywhere in the future, but you cannot come back to your present time.
Oof, that sucks. so we can't return to our time, or we're stuck. Like if I picked 1987.
You're in 1987, then
Forever.
1989,
Oh, okay.
1988, 1988.
Okay, so I thought you were like, oh, you're stuck in 1987.
No, you're
so
not
like
in Groundhog Day.
When New Year's Eve happens, you start back in January.
No.
1987.
You're gonna live from there at your current age, what you are now. So do you want to go back to the 80s? Do you want to go, future? Do you want what do you want to do? This is a hard one.
Nah, I thought it was pretty easy. I'll give my reasoning, but I think it's pretty easy. All right. Reveal in 3, 2, 1. Epic day.
Future B.
Future.
Future B.
I picked go to the past. Dude.
You're like me. That's me getting
And
forward.
Here's the thing. My reasoning for picking going to the past is that if I go to the past, I know what I'm getting into. You can pick whatever year in the future, and you don't know if it's going to suck or not. Like you might get stuck in a period of time that's just the worst. Whereas like if I go back to 1987 or whatever time I choose, I at least know what I'm getting into. That there's more of a chance of hating myself in my life doing that. Whereas I have a better chance of being somewhat happy if I go back to the past.
I'm going to the future to take a chance to see if we are better.
Oh.
How far would you go in the future?
Oh, like 10 seconds. Just
That's
small increments. Small increments. He's like, hey, you want to see a magic trick?
But it's only once. It's only once.
Oh, it's only once.
You can never come back. Yeah, it's a one-time thing.
You
can't
4 years.
4 years?
4 years. Just so that, just for the situation we're in, just to blow over.
See, he was
And
thinking,
what happens if it has not blown over?
Then I guess
see,
we're screwed.
Vic was thinking like short term. I was thinking like, oh, how far back can I go, or how far in the future can I go?
No, I would go like right now.
Yeah,
we're in
but
what 2024. I'd go to the year 3000.
That's too.
Year 3000. You remember that song?
Either we're going to be like the Earth's going to be a big flaming ball of nothing, or I mean, Earth will be here, but we would have killed ourselves, or we're going to be so far ahead technological, technology wise,
Sure.
That it'd be kind of cool.
Or it could just look the exact same.
Exactly. Could look the exact same.
Exactly
We could
the
be an
same.
idiocracy.
Yep. That is also an option.
Well, instead of thinking about that, let's think about the next question.
Next question.
Next question. Yeah, you
Good,
blind.
good segue by me. Before we got into too deep in thought.
Yeah, that's fine.
Existentialism.
All right. Would you rather be a Jedi or a wizard?
Oh, that's easy.
It's a stupid question.
It is a stupid question because the answer is easy. I think our answers are all different. Well, it can't be all different.
Oh, it's 100%. I know what John picked. 100%. I know what John picked.
You know what I picked.
Yeah, I know what you picked. I know what you picked, dude. Like you know.
I know what you picked.
Of course, you know what I picked.
I don't know what he's picking. All right,
Dude's
3,
picking.
2, 1, go. Bam. B.
Oh, no, nah, dude.
You like
That is
my
Harry. I knew he was drawing Harry Potter. I 100% knew he was drawing Harry Potter.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. I do not care about having all that magic and stuff. I want to be a Jedi, dude. Give me a lightsaber. I want to use the Force, dude. Because there's also Force abilities, dude. Like,
There is.
it's not just the Force. It's like you can jump high. You can use the Force dash. You know, there's so, I don't know. I love Star Wars, so I'd rather be a Jedi.
Cool.
I love Star Wars too. Yeah. I just really dig magic.
There's also less inherent danger with magic than the Force.
Is there?
Yes.
Is there actually?
Yes.
Because aren't there like what are those like demigorgons?
If you have good magic,
What?
What are the
that's Stranger Things.
no? What are the
Well, I mean that's not
no
Stranger
the
Things.
things
That's
from Harry
different.
Potter, the demons or whatever.
Oh,
Oh,
the
Dementors?
Dementors?
Dementors.
The Dementors?
Yeah, not really. No, but no, I get where he's coming from
Yeah.
because wherever you're gonna have good magicians, you're gonna have bad magicians, right? You're gonna have people
yeah,
that seek
sure.
out to. Same with Jedi's though. So I mean,
But also,
Yeah,
if-
but there's
if-
far less Sith than there are.
very true. Very true.
It's like there's always the rule of two. There's
Yeah,
usually
but-
only two at a time.
That's
Most
true.
times,
Uh,
unless you go
he's
super
making
far
he's
back.
making a great case for it, but no, I think I still have
But I also want to clean my house by just waving a stick. And like,
100%.
clean. I'm done.
Because when you're a wizard in Harry Potter's world,
Yep.
you don't have one skill.
Mm-mm.
You can like,
Yeah.
I can do that. I can put stuff together. I can start some
Yeah, but
flames.
most Jedi's are minimalist, so you don't have a need to clean your room
But
That's
why would I?
very
Why would I
true.
want to be a minimalist?
That's very true.
because you're a Jedi.
But I want cool shit
Why?
because I can.
I guess like
Yeah, if I'm a wizard, I can be like, cool. I have.
besides
all this cool...
besides if you're a Jedi, you get to go to different planets and stuff
do.
because there's like peace conferences and stuff that you have to go to.
Yeah,
If you're an active Jedi, that's
Yeah.
you have
Nah.
to. Yeah.
I'd rather be.
Plus,
a
you get a
wizard.
youngling, you should get a train.
Nah, I'm good.
Plus, a lot of the best stuff we looked at is all in London. We're in America, dude. I can just come here. And be like,
Dude. If America had magic, it'd be worse.
They
Oh,
do.
it'd be horrible.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be
It'd
worse.
be horrible.
Well,
We'd have
I mean,
we'd have bad dudes on every.
in the Harry Potter world, America does have magic.
Yeah, I know.
They're fine.
Yeah, because that's how they wrote it.
Yeah, that's true.
Realistically. it
Yeah,
wouldn't be
realistically,
fine.
right now,
They're fine.
I don't want anybody right now in power having magic.
All right, that was fun.
Yeah,
Next
yeah.
question.
Well, next question. Okay. Would you rather never feel pain or never feel fear?
Ooh.
I mean, when
really
you
like
think
it.
about it, fear is a pain.
Yeah. Is it?
Pain in the ass. Ah. So A was fear and B was pain, or
A
pain?
is pain.
A is pain.
B is fear.
All right. I got my answer. I wonder what Vic's gonna put. Actually, I don't care what he's gonna put. I want to know what he's drawn.
Yeah, same. Can't see from here. It's too glossy.
Vic, our artiste animator over here.
Yep. Dude, ready?
Wait, I gotta draw something else.
All right.
It's gonna be really quick.
All right. Really quick.
3, 2, 1.
Bam. B.
I also pick B.
I don't know what you do.
Yeah, I don't even know what that
It's
is,
for
Vic.
pain. It's a foot kicking a rock and then it's ouch crossed.
Nice. Okay, so you'd rather have no pain?
No pain.
You're crazy. I'd rather have no fear.
Same.
No thanks.
You know
Fear's
what?
Fear's what keeps us alive.
You know what? Yes, but at the same time, if you have no pain, you will never know when you're about to die. Never. You could have an infection that's inside your body killing you and you would have no pain.
That's fine.
And you're cool with that?
That's already happening.
See, I wasn't.
Here's the thing, right?
that.
The no pain thing, your body's already doing that. Anyways, if you get used to a pain long enough, it'll just
And true, but it's different than having no pain. 100% no pain. Like, sometimes when you get a splinter in your hand or
Yeah.
something, because, if you don't have no pain, you would never know.
that's true.
That's
see,
why. That's
see,
what-
see, my logic was like if I have no fear, I could probably just do a lot more. Because obviously, like in life,
Is that what stops you a lot?
yeah, I think like the fear of like failing or the fear of like looking stupid. Like I think having inherently not having fear would I think is just more beneficial to have in like the long run. Because even then, like right now, I would say I have a pretty high pain tolerance. Like I don't really I'm one of those people who's like, oh, if I'm in pain, just, deal with it type of thing. Like unless I feel like I'm dying, I'm not going to complain.
But the fear is more detrimental to you right now than the pain.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
if I could get rid of it, I would.
Because it's the fear of everything, right? The fear of not failing, the fear of, a lot of times people don't try stuff for the first time because, hey, they're afraid it's going to taste bad, or it's, starting a business, right? I don't want to fail. So having a less fear for me would be like, oh, it'd be so amazing.
Ah,
I have really bad issues with that. So
gotcha.
pain, I'd rather feel. I have a high pain tolerance too, so it's like, whatever. And I'd be afraid of dying from not knowing I'm in pain.
Gotcha.
There was this. It's a quote that I saw in a Smosh video, or it was like one of those try not. I think it was. I don't know if it was try not. It was one of the Smosh Pit videos, and I wrote it down because I thought it was kind of funny, but it was also kind of true. And it was like, pain is weakness leaving the body.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that's fair.
All right.
I like that. So it's like a quote in my notes app that I just have from it's probably like from like 2021 or something like that. I just thought it was a fun quote. Anyway, next question.
So, would you rather be able to listen to anyone within 5 feet of you constantly, or have X-ray vision that you can't turn off? So if anybody is around you within 5 feet, you cannot turn it off. You have to be able to hear them constantly. So if you're around 4 or 5 people, you're going to hear them constantly.
Even if we have like noise canceling headphones.
Yeah, you're still going to hear them.
Yeah, that sucks.
If they're 5 feet from you, so you have to be 5 feet away from people. There's a solvable issue. But around people, you would constantly hear them, or have X-ray vision that you can't turn off.
See, the problem is I'm around people all the time, so that would be annoying. And I like listening to music, so if I have to hear people talk over that, like, God, that would suck. I already hate that. But X-ray vision all the time, that sucks, dude. That, like,
All the time, yeah.
Like-
It was just kind of
I don't know. If I had to pick one,
and everybody saw what I drew there. Nice.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway, 3, 6.
He's
Still thinking
contemplating.
2. Really thinking about what he's gonna write. 1. I put B.
You rather hear? Yeah, same. Same. I think that was an easy one. That was kind of like a,
Yeah.
No, I think I really value music and being able to just listen to it without anybody's like interruptions and stuff. Like,
You chose B or A?
I chose B. No,
wow.
I chose B.
No, I could not have X-ray vision constantly.
No, don't get me wrong. It sucks. Like, you wouldn't be able to see people. Like,
Yeah. Well, because then you would also be able to see right through them.
Yeah.
Does that mean everybody you see are all going to be like walking like meat puppets with skeletons on them? Or?
Well, we're going with the X-ray vision, so you can see through things. That's basically we're not talking about X-ray. We're talking about X-ray vision in the super.
Oh, just like
world.
see through. Well, I
You can see
mean,
through
they
things.
do that too.
Well, that's true. But I right now, basically, if it was on for me, I would be able to see through this wall.
Yeah.
outside
What
and
if
see
your
it.
mom is showering and you just get like
That's what I'm saying.
just get like a quick like
certain things where you're like, you know what?
I'm
maybe
good.
not. Yeah. So
I don't
Plus,
know.
I mean, just stay in your room. It's not like anybody.
That's what I'm
can bother
saying. It's
you.
like you don't look.
no, just stay in your room, and then you don't listen to anybody.
Nah, bro. At that point, I just like if I had X-ray vision all the time, I'm just gonna become legally blind. Like I'm gonna close my eyes all the time and just like with my walking stick.
What if you can see through your eyelids?
That would suck.
Because I mean, you can technically
Yeah.
see through them.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And at that point, you just gotta take out your.
I'd figure out a way. I'd figure it out.
All right, so I got a couple little funny ones here, and then let's try to get through some because we're already we're doing all right.
Maybe like an hour and a half in.
So, would you rather be a Ghostbuster or a Men in Black agent?
Oh, yeah.
That's easy. Easy sauce.
I agree too. So easy. I'm putting it twice. I don't know why I wrote it twice, but I wrote it twice.
Vic's drawing Will Smith.
Will Smith. All right.
3,
Ready?
2, 1.
B.
B.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. Men in Black, aliens,
Men in
much
Black.
cooler.
Way cool.
Plus, you get to work with Michael Jackson.
Cool.
That's
And
true.
you don't have to deal with ghosts.
Are you scared of ghosts?
Ghosts are real. Well, let's not.
Who are you gonna call?
Who are you gonna call? Not me.
Yeah. The technology was mostly the.
Oh yeah,
deciding
100%, dude. The
The
technology in
technology.
Men in Black, dude. It's so sick.
Way cool.
Like specifically that little like forget me thing. That thing's cool.
Yeah.
Like, if I could add that in real life, I would.
Okay, I have a couple of. Let's see. Where's the other?
Yeah, Vic. John is searching for the next question. He has a giant sheets of paper.
Yeah,
With a bunch of different
See
questions.
right there. Yeah. He's getting our next category.
Second, the next. Yeah. Give me 1 second. Where is the? Oh, there we go. Okay. Would you rather take an F5 from Brock Lesnar or get hit with sweet chin music from Shawn Michaels?
So Vic doesn't know either of those.
Oh yeah.
So
Brock Lesnar picks you up on the shoulder, spins you around, slams you to the ground, face first, slamming you.
yeah, you're basically taking a flat bump, like this
Being
is
spun
him.
off the shoulders like
Okay.
he's throwing you.
Okay.
Or Shawn Michaels,
It's literally just like a kick
gives you
to kick to the
like
face.
super kick to the face.
Okay.
So which one would you rather take?
Oh.
I already know which one I'd rather take.
Yeah, 100%.
I'd have thrown a couple of wrestling ones just to.
Yeah. No, that's fun. I love wrestling.
I always thought about this. I was like, oh, it's kind of cool. Mess it up. Get you. Go for you. Okay, cool. You ready? Almost?
Yeah.
Artiste.
don't know how this person looks like, so I'm just gonna
Nice. You're just guessing?
what they look like.
Oh, okay, cool.
doing a vague figure.
All right.
Okay.
We'll tell you how accurate you are.
Ready?
3, 2,
There
1.
you go.
I said A.
Hey.
They're getting thrown.
Getting thrown? Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm assuming you picked Brock Lesnar's.
Yeah.
All right.
Same. I'd rather take a slam bump than get kicked in the face.
Well, yeah, because for the F5, it's not a hard bump. It's really not. Like it's literally just a front bump.
And
Like-
you have your hands to try to maybe.
And he's like
Help you
guiding
a
you
little
too, because he's the one who's like kind of like throwing you, and you're kind of just going with the momentum.
Yeah.
Whereas like the sweet chin music, like
If you're off.
if you're off, or if you don't have if you don't cover it to where like he's
Yeah.
hitting like your hand or something, or like to where you're absolutely careful, you could like really mess up your face.
Yeah. Neck, head.
I think the
Less
That-
margin forever.
the F5 is an easier thing to take. However, if Shawn Michaels was the one hitting me with the sweet chin music, just because it's Shawn Michaels, I take the sweet chin
Yeah.
music.
Oh.
Just to say you could do it. Like, just,
Okay.
Hey, Shawn Michaels hit me with the sweet chin music. That's pretty cool. But I think the F5, if we're talking about like safety and I'm actually taking it, probably the F5.
Okay. So I have another one here. Would you rather be going with wrestling? Would you rather be slapped by someone like Gunther or take a Stone Cold Stunner? And see, what I now know is I should have put Gunther with the sweet chin music. That would have been more.
That would have been.
And Stunner to F5. Yeah. Which one you want to? Which one would you like to do more? So, this was an easy one for me.
Yeah, this is an easy one. This is still 100%. Like if you pick the wrong one, you're just wrong. I'm sorry.
I think I picked the wrong one.
There's
All right.
no shot you picked the wrong one.
Ready, set, go.
Give me the stunner, dude.
I picked A.
Hey, that's pretty good. That's actually pretty good.
Hey, that's actually really good. I picked A. I think I'd want to take it at least once just to get slapped.
Yeah.
John, after we're done recording, I'm going to show you Gunther's slap on Adam Cole, which is one of my favorite wrestlers during an NXT show.
I think I've seen that.
Well, I'll play it for Vic, so he also gets the context. But yeah,
Sure.
I would not want to take a Gunther slap. 100% no. No, I'm not taking that chop. He is a monster when it comes to those. I'm not taking it. Nope. Absolutely not.
Damn.
No, I'm not taking that. No, 100%. Absolutely not.
All right. Let's see. There was okay, here was another kind of cool one. Would you rather be able to listen to no, we already got that one. I'm sorry, my bad. I didn't scratch it out. There it is. Okay. Would you rather be able to become invisible for only 5 minutes at a time or be able to fly but only 3 feet off the ground?
Okay, so say that again.
Would you rather be able to become invisible, but you can only do it for 5 minutes at a time? Or would you rather be able to fly, but you can only fly 3 feet off the ground? You can fly constantly. You can just hover forever. Because I mean, you could, you know, you'd have to become you'd have to, you know, get out of invisibility every 5 minutes.
So is it like 5 minutes and then there's a recharge 5 minutes?
No, it's just like you would become visible when whatever you're doing, and then you'd have, you know, you can give it like 5 seconds and you can turn back invisible again. So, or give it even a second, you know, just whatever. But there would be a point in time if you're doing something that, you know, you're trying to be sneaky about. Who knows? You may not be sneaky. We don't know why people are going to use invisibility, but whatever. Giving away stuff I would do. Wait, so what the heck you draw?
I know.
All right.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1.
You're doing
I said A.
A. Really?
Yeah.
Hover? You'd rather hover.
Yeah,
Nice.
dude.
Nice.
For the looks, I just wanted to
Just
do
3
that.
foot off the ground all the time.
Yeah.
Just
Oh yeah, dude.
Nah, I feel like 3 feet off the ground. Like, who cares at that point? Like, it's like whatever.
You give yourself an extra 3 feet of height.
That's funny.
You
That's
should wear a
funny.
long robe.
Jeez, now I can finally dunk on my basketball.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's kind of like pretty much wrapping up all the ones that I have. I mean, there's some other ones, but nah, they're not too. Oh, I have. I'm sorry. I have one more.
Yeah, no, we need one spicy one, like one that's gonna make us talk for a little bit, because I feel like that one was gonna like whatever.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I don't know if it's a spicy one. It's just one that I thought was fun. Would you rather walk on a bed of Legos or walk barefoot on hot pavement every day? You'd have to do it once a day at least.
For how long?
I didn't come up with the time. Say a minute.
oh my god.
You're gonna burn your feet a little bit, or you're gonna. Well, you know, let's not cause bodily harm. So let's not call it a minute. Let's just say like you had an area of something that you had to pass through every day. Would you rather say a 10-foot area? Would you rather that be Legos or extremely hot pavement? There you go. Because you had to get up in the morning. You got to pass this hallway every day. You got to do it. So that's more making you have to, you know, choose what you
See,
want.
now that you say that, I was gonna change my answer. This is a good one to end it off, I think. I feel like this one's gonna have a little bit of conversation. But yeah, I don't know if I'd do either. It's like,
You don't think so?
both of them
I
got
don't
to.
think nobody would like to.
Well, I don't
do
think anybody would want to do either. But I mean, like,
I don't know. There's people who walk on hot coals, like for fun.
that's true. But I didn't even write anything. Oh my goodness,
You didn't write anything.
I didn't write anything. I was just
John had a brain fart moment.
I chose in my head, but I didn't put it on the board. Don't whistle that. Forget you can't whistle anything or sing anything, or you don't want to get copyrighted. All right, 3, 2, 1, bam. Chose A. Wait.
Legos.
A is Legos.
A is Legos. I'm sorry, I messed up. Told you I had a brain fart. B. I choose B.
You like that?
B. Hot pavement
Crying.
once a day.
Here's the thing. If you had said like a much like farther distance or something, I forgot what you had changed something, and I was like,
I
okay,
said for a minute, and then I was
Yeah, I
like,
think
no,
for-
that's 10 foot.
yeah, I think for a minute I'd do the hot coal, 100%.
Oh, okay.
No,
Really?
it wasn't hot coal. It's hot pavement.
Hot pavement.
Still, it's like it's gonna be.
It's still
If anything, the hot pavement is probably less harmful than the hot coal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean, with hot pavement, you can just be like, and just run
No,
across
you
it
just
real
have to
quick.
walk on it. I don't want.
Whereas Legos like that's piercing your skin. Like that
Yeah,
could cause, like,
I'm a
actual-
big guy. I think Legos will pierce my skin. I don't want to take that chance.
Yeah.
But it hurts.
But because
Slip on
because you
lots
said
of
it's just like a short distance, I was like,
Like 10 feet.
yeah,
Just handle
whatever.
Legos.
Yeah, I'll just deal with the Legos. But had it been for a period of time, I would have picked the pavement.
Pavement.
Yeah, just get it over with. Just like don't worry about it. Just do it.
All right. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, I guess
Yeah.
I guess we'll just leave it at that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun.
It was fun. A little bit different. Different take on would you rather's. We do this again. If y'all like it, let us
yeah.
know. I had fun. Maybe we'll come up with some similar kind of range of questions, but different. We'll go into different categories and stuff. But yeah,
You can also comment if you what your would you rather situations would be.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Oh, yeah.
maybe we'll do them for episode 3 whenever episode 3 comes out. I don't know when
Yeah.
it'll be. Sometime in the future.
yep.
If anybody actually comments, we hope you do. Somebody
Yeah.
did. the other day.
Yeah.
We were very happy about that. I don't remember your name.
Thank you for commenting.
Wow.
Thank you for commenting.
I'll post him right here.
Yeah, just a little screen grab
Little
of his
screen
name
grab.
right there. Shout out to that guy. We'll remember your name.
I got to come back and put it in post.
Do we have the packs?
Yeah, they're right on the table.
All right. Well, we'll do a cut real quick, and then we'll come back right now. We're back from that cut. Hopefully it was good. I didn't do it. Anyway, where are the packs? We just had them, and now they're gone.
No, they're here.
All right. So we got two that are the same, and one that's different. I guess we'll roll dice like we usually do. If you guys don't know, at the end of every episode, we like to open up a pack. We don't know if we're going to be able to do it for much longer because Pokemon packs are kind of hard to get.
Extremely
Anyway,
hard to
I got
get.
one, so I'm picking last.
4, 3.
All right, so Vic gets to pick
Vic
first. Vic, choose your poison.
Ooh.
Pick your poison, I should say.
Ooh.
All right, John.
Oh, that's a you. I figured you were gonna go for. Dang, you messed me up now.
Ha
You
ha.
made me pick.
You can go special one.
Nope. You're trying to mess me up.
All right, so we got ours. Now the scores are 6-3-7. I'm currently in the lead. And Vic, as usual.
As
sadly.
usual, and in the caboose.
Yeah, he's in dead last.
To no one's surprise.
Yeah, so but Vic, maybe he can get a comeback at some point. You know, he did win last season or year.
He
whatever,
did.
Whatever
One
we're gonna
last
call.
year, whatever you want to call it.
That just flew over there.
That was like got smacked back to you.
Anyway, code cards will be somewhere right here.
Yep, like usual.
You know, you can redeem them for a Pokemon trading card game live. And you know, you get a free pack. Anyway, I got a fighting energy.
Oh, fighting.
Water.
Twinsies. All right, Vic. Well, I guess you get to open your pack first since you
Yep.
won.
Ooh.
Put on the.
It's Drillbur, Quaxley, Zangoose,
Oricorio.
Oricorio, Bravery, Espathra,
Yeah.
Clemens Quickwit, Spupa, Fuecoco, and Togekiss.
Togekiss.
All right, so Vic didn't get anything.
No hits there.
To no one's surprise.
Yeah. All right, John. It's your time to
Let's
shine.
see. We have a Yamask, Eevee, Execute, Cast Form, Indeedee, Duskball, Armor Rouge, Graplocked, Doug Trio. Ooh, that's a nice one.
Oh, yeah, he got one
And a
of the-
Togekiss.
Yeah, so John got an Illustrator Rare.
Illustrator Rare.
A Alolan Doug Trio. So John
Well, he's
currently.
in the loader, right?
Yeah. So John is
Nice.
currently tied with me now at 7. Can I pull ahead? All right, so I got Volcarona,
I knew I was right going with that one.
Togepi, Blitzel, Yamask,
I'll take this.
Lively Stadium, Shinotic, Berry, Cofagrigus, Paldean Tauros, and a Skeledirge holographic. So John is now tied with me
Nice.
at 7.
So we are at 7-3-7.
Yep.
Sweet.
As is the way things usually go here. Sorry, Vic.
Yes, I was not surprised.
But like I said, while we were recording this part, we don't know if we're gonna be able to do this every week. Sadly,
Depends on when we can find packs.
yeah. Unfortunately,
You're probably all in the same situation.
yeah. Unfortunately, the pack situations, the card situation, I should say.
It's gotten worse.
Yeah, it's only gotten worse. We were hoping it would get better, but it's not. We're probably not going to be opening up Journey together anytime soon, unless we just happen to find something. But we will try to keep this weekly. But if we can't keep it weekly, we're just going to do it whenever we can. We did try the option of like maybe doing Yu-Gi-Oh, but we are just like,
Let us know. You want us to try any other packs? Maybe we'll,
Yeah.
sneak in a different pack every once in a while.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching.
Yes.
We appreciate the people who are watching.
Yes.
If you could leave us a like, a comment, that'd also be really cool. Subscribe if you haven't already. And
Yep.
I guess we'll just see you guys next time. My name's been Ruben,
I'm big.
And I've been John.
and we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.